where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
It's done, man. It's time to come together and change the culture. Let's do the little things right. Let's not worry about what the school board says. You do what you've been coached to do. You do it. Don't worry about everything else. Do your job to 100% because your brother next to you means more than the name on the back of your jersey. You come into our house, you get hit in the mouth. You come in our house, you earn it. Respect ain't given, respect is taken, and we take it tonight. It's prime time, baby. It's prime time, baby.
Jack Stewart Field, Anniston, Alabama, home of tonight's WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank, the Walter Welborn Panthers, and the Sachs Wildcats here tonight at Jack Stewart Field. I'm Dawson Strickland. I'll be your play-by-play analyst tonight. I'm here with my co-partner, Jackson New. He will be your color analyst tonight. Jackson, this is going to be a matchup tonight where the Sachs Wildcats looking to play spoiler, the Walter Welborn Panthers region champions, Alfonso Freeney, looking for that first win. Coming off a bye week, he said his guys are confident and they're ready to go.
I'll tell you what, I think this is going to be a lot closer game than people realized. I mean, Sachs has really been struggling. This is post-Jonathan Miller era and just not really got on the right track yet. But I'm telling you, he's got this team moving in the right direction.
And going to flip the script a little bit, Jeff Smith has been a coach at Walter Welborn for a long, long time. Got his 100th win not too long ago. And Jeff Smith's been doing a brand of football that a lot of people have gone away from. That high-powered run game, the wing tee, things of that nature. And Jeff Smith stays successful.
He really does. This is his 15th year at Walter Welborn. He's been there for a long, long time, and he's been successful there. That's why they've kept him around so long. I mean, his all-time record is 163. That is an insane percentage.
And I've got a third member of our crew tonight, Shasta Jones, on the sidelines.
Hey everyone, I'm down here on the sidelines, and I tell you what, Welborn has had a good season so far, 6-0 in the regional, and then just 2 losses overall. Sachs, they're building up, and they're going to show up tonight, and let's see what they can do. See how both teams have grown throughout this season and what kind of athleticism they've got out here on the field for us tonight. We're going to throw it back to you in the studio, Dawson and Jackson.
There's Shasta Jones on the sidelines for us. She will do some interviews for us here tonight. And for Walter Welborn, like we talked about, Coach Jeff Smith is 163 all-time, 15th year at Walter Welborn. His 2 losses this year came to Ohatchee early and Anniston early. But since then, he had a bye week right before Beulah, and he hasn't lost since.
He really has it. I mean, he's come out and he's they're playing some very, very good football here.
And I had the opportunity to call Walter Welborn on the radio for 2 years. I've seen what kind of brand of football that Jeff Smith runs, and it's a brand like nobody else. But looking on the other side, Coach Alfonso Freni has got some guys on this football team that are really good players. One of them, running back Nicholas Mixon.
I mean, Sacs has some dogs on their offense and their defense as well.
Nicholas Mixon is a key factor tonight for Alfonso Freni and trying to get his first win, and he will try to play upset tonight against the area champ Walter Welborn Panthers. We're going to throw it to a quick break, guys, and we come back. We'll have some more to talk about here right before your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We carry the top brands in America like Grand Design and Forest River. With a large selection, we're sure to have a floor plan that fits your needs. So when you're ready to disconnect in order to reconnect, take the easy drive to Campers Unlimited on Interstate 59 in Gadsden or shop us online at campersunlimited.net.
Serving Calhoun County in the state of Alabama since 1994, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local. Visit us today or apply online at our website, jacksonmortgageco.com.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Welborn Panthers are making their way out onto the field here tonight at Jack Stewart Field in Sacs, Alabama. Jackson, we've talked about it already a little bit, but some key players for the Walter Welborn Panthers. Number 11, Noah Scrooge will be your quarterback. Number 6, Jabari Williams, running back. C.J. Hubbard, a.k.a. Carlos Hubbard, running back for Walter Welborn. And Ethan Carroll, the tight ends, had a fantastic year for the Walter Welborn Panthers.
I'll tell you what, Ethan Carroll is a dog. He plays on both sides of the football, but he doesn't get tired. He is all over the field. He plays tight end. Like you said, he's in that wing T offense a lot as well.
And that's where Jeff Smith can beat you, because Jeff Smith will run the football all night long, but then he'll sprinkle in that pass play, and he'll find his tight end Carroll, and that's when he'll be wide open. We got some starting lineups for you guys here tonight, and we're going to start off with the away team, the Walter Welborn Panthers starting defense here tonight at Jack Stewart Field in Sacs, Alabama. Your first guy will be your defensive end, Ethan Carroll. Defensive tackle, Jay Montgomery. Nose guard, Andrew Salter. Defensive end, Trey Downs. Linebacker, Larry Armand. Linebacker, Brennan Talley. Linebacker, Raymond Williams. Defensive back, Jabari Williams. Defensive back, Caleb McCulley. Defensive back, Jackson Newton. And defensive back, Kyle Wright. And then we're going to the Walter Welborn offense. Tight end, Ethan Carroll. Offensive tackle, Andrew Salter. Offensive guard, Will Phillips. Center, Dozer Haynes. Offensive guard, Zach Presley. Offensive tackle, Kenny Truss. Wide receiver, Brennan Talley, another guy you got to watch out for. Running back, Jabari Williams. Running back, Raymond Williams. Running back, Kyle Bright. And number 11, quarterback, Noah Scrooge. And then going to the Sacs Wildcats, their starting defense. The home team tonight, Joseph Buggs is on the defensive line, along with Justin Cosper, Mikey Gaffney. defensive lineman Delernis Allen, linebacker Gage Brown, linebacker Shannon Knoll, Julez McClellan, outside linebacker Ahmad Garrett, outside linebacker, free safety Christian Smith, defensive back Arnez Hurd, and defensive back Tyshawn Toney. On the offensive side of the ball for the Sacs Wildcats, we have got Tyler Rucker at left tackle, left guard Joseph Buggs, center John Bussey, right guard Jaquay Judkins, right tackle Elijah Garrett, wide receiver Tyshawn Toney, tight end Mikeese Gaffney, wide receiver Christian Smith, wide receiver Zayden Mays, running back Dorian Walker, and your quarterback tonight, Jay Morris Young. So a big loads of talent tonight on both sides, and there is the man right there, recently got his 100th win. Congratulations to Coach Jeff Smith, and he's looking to keep adding on to that tonight.
He really is, and I'll tell you what, I think he's going to come in and get his 101th win, and I mean, this is going to be a very, very close game.
Like I said, Coach Jeff Smith's been around the game for so long now. This is nothing new to him. Winning seasons has been always something for Jeff Smith. And tonight, he's going to look to continue that success tonight. And here come the Sacs Wildcats. Head coach Alfonso Frini has got to find a way to get his Wildcats rolling. We know they're not going to make the playoffs, but they're trying to look forward to next year.
And I'll tell you what, he's got this Sacs Wildcats team going in the right direction here.
The Sacs Wildcats have struggled this year, and they're looking to continue and try to get better going towards next season. They've got a lot of guys on this team that have been very successful, and we talked about one already, Nicholas Mixon.
I mean, he's got some dogs. He's also got some young guys coming in that are going to be coming back next year. This Sacs team is very, very young.
Looking forward to the future is Sacs Wildcats football. Alfonso Frini looking for that first win tonight, and if he's going to do it, he's going to try to do it in front of his home crowd, and he's going to try to be a powerhouse in the Walter Wellborn Panthers.
He really is, and I think they do. They have the talent to do it as well. They just got to put it all together.
So here we go, guys. We are getting ready to take the field for the first kickoff of tonight's ball game. And I'll tell you one thing, Jackson, the Sacs Wildcats have had a season where if you look at some of the games they played, they've been in them in the first half, just could not finish it off in the second half.
And that's the key tonight. And also one of the keys is you just got to get off the field on defense. One thing that I've seen is Sacs just has a rough time on these long drives that other teams have just put on against them.
So we're getting ready to kick off here at Jack Stewart Field in Sacs, Alabama. Southern States Bank kickoff. The Walter Wellborn Panthers will receive first, so we will get to see that wing T offense that Coach Jeff Smith likes to run so much.
And that is a very, very hard formation and offense to try to stop. I've played against it a couple times, and it's just it's a very weird offense to run, but it works.
So here we go, folks. The Sacs Wildcats are getting ready to kick this ball off to the Walter Wellborn Panthers here tonight. And here we go, folks. Sacs Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. Walter Wellborn Panthers looking to strike first here tonight. And it's going to be a squib kick right down the middle of the field, and the ball is on the ground, and the Walter Wellborn Panthers avoid disaster to start this game early.
That would have been a disaster if Sacs would have got on that football right there.
So here we go, folks. We're going to get to see this high-powered Jeff Smith offense to start this game off against Alfonso Frini's defense. And we're going to see if Jeff Smith's got something up his sleeve. Noah Screws will be your quarterback for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. We're going to see if Noah Screws can continue his success. They looked very good all year long. Jabari Williams in the backfield, and it's going to be a pitch out to Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams bounces outside. He's got blockers in front. Williams is going down the sidelines. Could this be first play? No, sir. He's going to be tackled out of bounds after a huge gain on first down.
A very, very good play, especially first play of the game. Do a little toss outside. Just get your stars in space and let them go.
And number 30, Raymond Williams, was the fullback. And look at the fullback leading the way right here. Look at this. What a good set of blocking there for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. And the Sacs Wildcats have got to figure out a way to limit the edge game, because that's where Walter Wellborn will beat you, is on the outside. They've got a lot of speed.
You have to contain the edge against Wellborn. They're a very dangerous football team.
Screws. He is going to keep it himself. Screws is going down the left side. They don't even know he's got the football. Good blocking there, and a good run there for Walter Wellborn. And scratch that, Kyle Bright took that handoff. I thought Noah Screws had it on the left-hand side. Let's look at it again. Kyle Bright gets the handoff from number 6, Jabari Williams, and that's classic Jeff Smith right there. He's been running that play for years.
I'll tell you what, I really thought Noah Screws had the ball there as well. It faked me out completely.
Kyle Bright, a guy we talked about a little bit in the pregame show. Kyle Bright has got a very, very bright future ahead of him here with Walter Welborn. So here we go again. Number 11, Noah Screws, going to bounce this outside. And the Walter Welborn Panthers are running down the field right now, literally.
Literally in 3 plays, they're inside the 10. And this Sacs defense has got to figure out a way to keep them out of the end zone here.
So here we go. The Walter Welborn Panthers are working their way into Sacs territory here tonight. The Applebee's red zone is where the Walter Welborn Panthers are at the moment. Screws. He's going to hand this off. That's going to go to number 5, Kyle Bright. Kyle Bright is bullying his way, going to the goal line, and he is going to be about 5 yards short. Good run there on first down for Walter Welborn. A good stop there by the Stax Wildcats defense. Finally being able to hold this run game to a minimal gain.
And that's a very good stop right there by the Sacs defense. And that's like that gives them some confidence right there as well.
And that's a big key tonight for the Sacs Wildcats tonight, Jackson. Can they win in the trenches? Because this Walter Welborn offensive line is very good, as well as their defensive line.
They really are. I mean, they're just a very dangerous football team all around.
Screws gives it to Williams. Williams bounces it in, and that's a touchdown for Walter Welborn. That's going to go to number 6, Jabari Williams. Gets in the end zone for the Walter Welborn Panthers to get 6 points on the board early.
I'll tell you what, if you're Jeff Smith, you cannot ask for a better drive right there. 5-play touchdown, and didn't have to pass the ball one time.
Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Walter Welborn Panthers. And we knew this is what he was going to do, and he's going to go for 2 here to start this ball game. Screws, he gives it off to Williams again. Williams bounces it out, and Williams is going to be close, and he did get it. That second effort gives them 8 points. Good start here for Walter Welborn.
Very good start, and that's just very unfortunate for the Sacs defense. They stood him up right there at the goal line, but he just fights his way through it, and that second effort, he gets in the end zone.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see the Sacs Wildcats offense for their first time tonight on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Welborn Panthers have an outstanding first drive running the football here tonight. Southern States Bank kick off. The Sacs Wildcats will get the ball for the first time. And Jackson, they've got to find a way to keep up with this Walter Welborn offense.
They have to get their offense moving. I mean, you can't let a team go down there and 5 plays, score a touchdown. You have to get your offense moving this first drive as well.
So here we go for the Sachs Wildcats. Jakari Monroe takes a kickoff, and this is a very good return for the Sachs Wildcats here to get over the 50-yard line. And I believe the Sachs Wildcats will retain possession, and they'll get the ball right at about the 50-yard line.
A very, very good return right there to get your offense started. Put your offense in a good position to get a good drive moving as well.
So here we go. We're going to see this offense for the Sachs Wildcats here tonight, as number 7, Jamoris Young, will be the starting quarterback for the Wildcats. In the backfield looks to be, if I had to take a guess, Nicholas Mixon. I could be wrong. We'll see in just a second. It's going to be a pitch out. It's going to Dorian Walker. Dorian Walker goes up the middle of the field for about a 4-yard gain.
Still, that's a very good play to start off. 4 yards, you get first downs. We say this every single week, and that is a very good play to start off for the Sachs Wildcats.
And a very good start there indeed for the Wildcats, as their offensive line has got to contain this defensive line for Walter Wellborn. Their defensive line is fantastic. And if Sachs wants a chance to win this game, it's got to be up front.
It's also they got to get their quarterback out of the pocket. He's very, very dangerous as well.
So Young, he hands it off. And this is a very good handoff for the Sachs Wildcats. They're going down the middle of the field. The Sachs Wildcats are heading down to the end zone. Touchdown Wildcats. There he is, number 20, Jaleel McClellan, with a big touchdown, T1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Wildcats.
Hey, I tell you what, we were talking about Wellborn driving down the field in 5 plays. Sachs said, hold this, and we're going to drive down the field in 2 plays.
Jules McClellan with a big, big touchdown for the Sachs Wildcats to fire right back at Jeff Smith's offense. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Sachs Wildcats on 2 plays.
And McClellan shot out of an absolute cannon right there.
Great, great start for the Sachs Wildcats. They're going to go for 2 here.
And I'll tell you what, LaJuan Curry, I just seen into the game. He was not on the starting lineups, but he was one of my key guys that I had to see here.
Young fires a pass, and it's caught, but I believe he is going to fight for it. He's going to fight for it, and I think he's going to be short by about half a yard.
Still, that's the first pass play of the game. It's a little bit short right there.
Good pass.
It really was. He was under pressure as well. And tell you what, though, that is a very, very good start for the Sachs Wildcats.
Very good start for the Sachs Wildcats. 8-6. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll see what the Walter Wellborn offense has got up their sleeve here on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
I want to introduce to you Oxford Lumber's 2023 All-American team.
Michael B., Power Tools.
Shaw, Outdoor Power Equipment.
Danny Jones, Store Manager.
Rich, Grills and Receiving.
My name is Derek Linkle, your steel technician here at Oxford Lumber.
David, Paint Department.
Greg Couch, Paint Department.
Come see our All-Americans at Oxford Lumber and let us get you what you need for your next building project.
Here at Crawford Office Supply, we have everything you've been looking for. From desks and chairs all the way down to janitorial, break room, and school supplies, we have it all. We even do printing, and we offer free delivery for businesses in Calhoun County. And great news, we're running a brand new deal on scratch and dent furniture. We're a local, family-owned business, open.
Back in your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Wellborn Panthers missed the kickoff, and they have got not very good field position to start off this drive. It's a good start here for the Sachs Wildcats special teams to try to get the ball back to their offense.
It really has been. You've seen on the first kickoff, it was touched and just kind of not very good field position right there, but it really didn't matter. Wellborn just drove down the field and scored a touchdown, but Sachs fires right back, and now they're going to pin Wellborn on their own 15.
So we're going to see what happens here, as I believe there may have been a penalty on the play, as it looks like Walter Wellborn is going to line back up in their special teams formation. I'm guessing Sachs may have jumped, something along the lines of that. So I believe Walter Wellborn's going to decline that, get the kickoff again, try to get some better field position.
Oh yeah, 100% they're going to accept that. You do not want to get the ball at your own 15-yard line.
Dorian Walker is your kicker for the Wildcats. And it looks to be Walter Welborn is going to try to get better field position here after that disastrous kickoff to start off for the Panthers. Southern States Bank kickoff here for the Sachs Wildcats for the second time. And Walker kicks a line drive kick. It's going to bounce off a Welborn defender, and he's going to fall down on it at about the 20-yard line. So they gain about 10 yards after the play, and that's a good play there for Walter Welborn. You do not want to have that ball bounce off somebody's hands and Sachs get a chance to pick it up.
Not at all. You definitely do not want that. You seen it on the first kickoff that happened, and they were lucky they jumped back on that because the Sachs were coming to the football fast.
So here comes Ethan Carroll, your quarterback, or Noah Screws, your quarterback for the Walter Welborn Panthers, along with Ethan Carroll, your tight end for the Walter Welborn Panthers.
They've not got Carroll in this game yet, but I tell you, when they get him in motion, they get him going, he's going to be a factor.
And this is going to be a fullback give. Looks to be to number 30, Raymond Williams, the junior for the Walter Welborn Panthers, and the Sachs Wildcats were ready for it.
They really were. I'll tell you what, Coach Jeff Smith is faking me out with this offense. I mean, just these little gives and sweeps here. I look at one guy, I don't think he has the football, and the other guy has it.
Like I said, I got a chance to call Jeff Smith on the radio for 2 years, and he faked me out, and I was calling just his games.
And it just fakes me out every time. I thought 2 or 3 times Noah Screws had the ball, and he gives it to his fullback or his running back.
So we've seen a lot so far of Jabari Williams. And we'll see here as it's going to be a keeper for Screws. Screws bounces this to the outside. Screws is going to go up the field, and he's going to get a good gain on second down. I believe that's going to be enough for a first down for the Walter Welborn Panthers.
That's a very good tackle right there by number 5, Christian Smith. Good open field tackle, because if you let Screws get in space right there, there's not many people in front of him.
And this is why this Jeff Smith offense is hard to stop. Like you were saying, he's faking you out. Well, imagine what he's doing to the defense down there. There's so many. This is a tough offense to go up against, and that's Jeff Smith's wing T offense. Screws, he's under center. It's going to be a pitch out to Williams. Williams, he's going to bounce this out, and Williams is going to be brought down there after about a 2-yard gain. There's a penalty flag there. I believe it's going to be a horse collar tackle. I seen it there at the end of the play. I think that's what it's going to be.
I think it's going to be actually unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul.
Oh, really? Okay.
We couldn't see it, but I think there was some extracurricular activity going on the sideline right there.
We're going to see right here what it was going, because it was on the sideline judge, the call was, so we're going to see. As it is a personal foul, and it's going to be on Walter Welborn. So that's going to back Walter Welborn up. And I really thought that was going to be a horse collar tackle, because let's look at this again. They're good tackle here right there, and there it is right there. Grabbing by the back, and I'm guessing it was that secondary push right there that you've seen go across the screen. So it could have been offsetting penalties. They called the penalty on Walter Welborn, so Walter Welborn backs up.
And that's just unfortunate for this Walter Welborn offense, who's really been moving the ball this drive. And now that's going to set up long, very third and very long for them.
So here we go, Noah Screws. I'm waiting to see when Jeff Smith decides to pull out his passing plays that he's got up his sleeve, because you know he will do it.
And you know that he wants to get Ethan Carroll involved in this offense as fast as he can.
Him and Brennan Talley, 2 of his best receivers that he's got. And these tailbacks can catch the football out of the backfield too. So we're going to see when he decides to open that up here on very long here to the sticks is Walter Welborn.
I noticed that number 7, Jamoris Young's also playing defensive end right there. We'll definitely see how he does later on in the game.
For those of you who are just joining in, Jamoris Young, quarterback for the Sachs Wildcats, playing defensive end as well as played very good defensive end this year for the Sachs Wildcats.
He really has, and he's just a ninth grader too. This guy's going to be very, very good in a couple of years.
Screws. He hands it off. Bright ends up getting it. Bright's bouncing this to the outside, and Bright's got some space. Bright to the 40, down to the 50, to the 40. Bright is still up. The ball bounces out, and it rolls out of bounds. Kyle Bright with a very good run and a big hit at the end of the play, bounces it out. Just unfortunate for Sachs, it bounces out of bounds.
And Kyle Bright's very, very lucky that that ball bounced out of bounds, because there was not a Walter Welborn player there 5 yards.
Let's look at it again. Look at this hit right here. Right here. Boom, lowers his shoulder, just gets that arm in, knocks that football out, and that's a very, very good hit there for the Sacs Wildcats. I believe that was number 20, Joels McClellan, the man who took the big run earlier for the Sacs Wildcats to get them on the board.
Like we've been talking about, this Sacs Wildcats team is very, very young. McClellan is also a 9th grader and a freshman. I mean, this team's going to be very, very scary once these guys reach their sophomore and junior years.
So the Sacs Wildcats just very, very close to getting that first turnover of the ball game, and that would have been huge after getting a 2-play touchdown on their first offensive drive. But to Jeff Smith, that's almost like a home run hit foul in baseball. It's just a long strike. That's all it is. So Jeff Smith will definitely take that run by Kyle Bright, but he will also pat him on the back and say, hold on the football next time.
Yeah, he will. And Jeff Smith's a very, very good high school football coach. He's been a winner everywhere, just a very good and disciplined high school coach.
So right now we've seen 2 high-powered run games. Really haven't seen much of anything else. There hasn't been a pass thrown yet, and I don't believe Walter Welburn's going to try to change that any here tonight. Right now it lists. This is going to be a give off to the outside. That's going to go to number 7 for the Walter Welburn Panthers. He's going to bounce this back inside. Another good run for the Walter Welburn Panthers.
And a very, very good run right there. Breaks a bunch of tackles. Just a insanely good run.
Applebee's red zone goes to Walter Welburn Panthers. And that is a great, great run for Walter Welburn. I believe that was C.J. Hubbard on that carry. And he made a few men miss to get up the field and get him into the red zone.
He really did. And if number 21, Jakari Monroe, didn't make that tackle, we'd be looking at 6 right there.
So here's Screws. He's going to keep this himself, and this is going to be one of the longest quarterback sneaks I've seen in a long time. And he's going to push Walter Welburn up to close to about the 6-yard line.
That was a very long quarterback sneak. You usually see that play run on like 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s, but right there, run it on 1st down, they pick up about 6 or 7 yards.
And Jeff Smith's offensive line really set that play up, getting a big push up front. And that's a big play for the Walter Welburn Panthers, set up 2nd down and short.
So the Walter Welburn Panthers have some big boys up front as well.
And number 80, Trey Downs, checks into the ball game for the Walter Welburn Panthers, big defensive lineman for the Panthers. And this is going to be a give to Williams. Williams bounces out, makes one-man miss. Williams going to make some space to the outside. That's a touchdown for the Panthers.
I mean, that is a beautiful play call right there. You cannot get a better play call. And Williams just takes that in for the touchdown.
Number 6, Jabari Williams for a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdowns. And here it is. Boom, breaks the tackle. And look at this, speed. Speed kills in this game of football. And Jabari Williams does it right there.
And that is a very good drive for Walter Welburn. Minus the personal foul penalty, just a great drive.
And we have seen that. We have seen that all year from Coach Jeff Smith. This is going to be a give back to Bright on the same play they've been running all night for him, and he did indeed get it. So Walter Welburn with another 2-point conversion. 16-6 is your score with 6:15 to go here in the first quarter of your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll see this Sacs Wildcats offense here in just a moment.
When the ASAP Prevenger is near, drugs run in fear.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Wellborn Panthers with another fantastic offensive drive and a two-point conversion to cap it off to make the score 16-6 here against the Sacs Wildcats.
Really has been, I mean, two back-to-back good drives, no passing plays at all, and they just really don't need it.
And here's another good play here by the Sacs Wildcats special teams. They have really set up these drives for the Sacs Wildcats offense.
They really have. I mean, that's two back-to-back kickoff returns turned to the 50, 49-yard line-ish.
And I believe the man to take that return, that is number 10, Mikey's Gaffney, a guy who we haven't spoke of but was a key player to start this ball game for the Sacs Wildcats.
He's a very, very good player, very versatile as well.
Jamorce Young's your quarterback for the Sacs Wildcats. And we may see a pass here. No, it is going to be a keeper for Jamorce Young. Jamorce Young goes up the middle of the field. And the Sacs Wildcats run game is fantastic so far here tonight.
And so far just been insanely good. And Jamorce Young, I was wondering if they're going to get him involved in the run game. He is very dangerous when he gets out of the pocket. Even in the pocket, he finds a hole and just breaks off for a lot of yards there.
And the big run for Walter Wellborn on their last drive was by number 7, Caleb McCurry. And there he is, what he was on that tackle there for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. So here's Jamorce Young. He's looking to throw it. He fires a strike across the middle. He's got a man wide open there. That is number 10, Mikey's Gaffney. Mikey's Gaffney still on his feet, breaks a tackle. Big run for Mikey's Gaffney. Run after catch. And the Sacs Wildcats are back in the Applebee's red zone.
Second pass of the game. Both have been by Sacs, and they've both been complete as well. And that is a very good throw and catch right there by Gaffney. He throws the defender off of him and picks up a couple more yards as well.
And that was just nobody in the area for Gaffney. And Gaffney, look at that. Look at that by Mikey's Gaffney. Big run after catch for the Wildcats. Jamorce Young, he's got Dorian Walker in the backfield. This could be a give to Walker. Young, he's going to give it to Walker. Walker bounces it inside and a touchdown for the Sacs Wildcats. They're firing right back. Dorian Walker with a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Wildcats.
And I'll tell you what, this is a crazy game going on right now. That's 3 drives, and you're talking about single-digit plays. I think Sacs has had 6 plays all night on offense, and they've scored 2 touchdowns.
And it's the run game, and the Sacs Wildcats bye week last week had to have helped them out to really look towards this game. And now Sacs is going to try to go for that 2-point conversion to make this a 2-point ball game.
Actually, I think they're going to kick the field goal.
Oh, they're going to kick the PAT. Scratch that. Dorian Walker will kick the PAT for the Wildcats. Let's see if he can knock this one through to make the score 16-13. Hold is down, and the kick is way up there, and the kick is good. So 16-13 is a 3-point ball game. Sacs Wildcats fire right back at the Walter Wellborn Panthers.
And I mean, you cannot have a better drive right there on offense.
You can't. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the Walter Wellborn offense here in just a moment on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaca Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. Jackson, we have had a slugfest so far here tonight. Southern States Bank kickoff for the Sachs Wildcats right here. And Dorian Walker will kick this off to the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Walker's kick is going to be a line drive kick. I don't know if that touched a Walter Wellborn Panther, but it's going to be returned by Caleb McCurry. Caleb McCurry is going to keep running. Caleb McCurry is going to take a few guys with him, and he's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line. And the ball looks to be on the ground. And we're going to get a look at this.
I think I'm calling down.
I think they're saying he's down.
I think he was down. Tell you what, Sachs seems to think they have the football, though.
I don't believe they're going to give the ball to Sachs here. I think he called it down.
I think he was down.
I think Caleb McCurry may have been down.
Honestly, I think his whole back was on the ground when that ball came out.
So Noah Scrooge leads his offense back out on the field, as they have really ran the ball at will so far tonight. We'll see if Sachs can make a change here. It's going to be a give off to Williams. Williams bounces out. Very good tackle there by number 14, Shannon Knoll.
I'll tell you what, Shannon Knoll just laid the boom right there. He blitzes coming in and just hits him before he even gets out of the backfield right there.
Let's watch Shannon Knoll here. Boom, right there, meets the back at the line of scrimmage, and a great open field tackle there for Shannon Knoll, because we done seen it. Jabari Williams, when he gets in open space, he is tough to stop.
I mean, he's already took a couple guys with him tonight as he's running the football. And that's a very good on-field tackle by Shannon Knoll.
Second down and about 9 yards to go, as play's going to be blown dead. We're going to see what the White Hat has to say about this. And it's going to be on Sachs. So that is going to give Walter Wellborn some free yards here to make this second down and manageable now, instead of second down and about 9 yards to go.
I don't know what that call was right there. I guess I'm a casual of football, but he touched his palm to his chest right there. I'm very confused about that penalty.
But nonetheless, it's going to bring up second down and about 5 yards to go for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Screws. He's got Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch out to Williams. Williams bounces it in, and it's going to bring up third down and about 3 yards to go. And this is a key area for the Sachs Wildcats. They've got to get off the field on third down and get the ball back to their high-powered offense.
They really have, and so far their offense has just not really been stopped. That's a very good open-field tackle right there by McKees Gaffney.
Gaffney had that big catch on the last drive for the Sachs Wildcats. And this is going to bring up first third down of the evening for Coach Jeff Smith. See what he's got up his sleeve on third down and short. Screws, he's under center. Do we see the first pass play for Jeff Smith?
I don't think so.
No, we are not. We're going to see a quarterback sneak that is still going to go. And there goes Screws down to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 10. He's going to get caught from behind. No, he's going to go in the end zone. Touchdown, Walter Wellborn. Noah Screws with a quarterback sneak. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown. The play's worked every time, and he's averaging at least about 40 yards a carry now on that drive.
I'll tell you what, I've never seen a quarterback sneak go for 45 yards. I mean, come on. I don't know what Jeff Smith's planning, but he knows something that we don't.
And he almost got hawked down there by the Sachs Wildcat defender, and he just could not get enough speed as Screws busted out of a cannon on a quarterback sneak. 22-13, pending the two-point conversion from the Walter Wellborn Panthers. They're 2 for 2 on two-point conversions tonight. It's going to be a give to Williams. Williams bounces it in.
I think he's short.
And I believe he is short. So 22-13 is your score. The Walter Wellborn Panthers strike on a quarterback sneak. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back while the Sachs Wildcats offense here under WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Located in Alexandria, Alabama, Ron's Barbecue is now back open 10 to 8 Wednesday through Sunday. A local, family-owned and operated business, Ron's is providing slow-smoked ribs, barbecue chicken, and more. Known for the huge buffalo chicken tenders and the delicious smash burger, Ron's is perfect for the family night out or a lunchtime meeting. Come on out and try Calhoun County's newest local barbecue restaurant.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you? I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment? No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Wilburn Panthers 22, the Sacs Wildcats 13, and we're still in the first quarter. Jackson, what did you see on that? And there's good field position there for the Sacs Wildcats on this Southern States Bank kickoff. Their special teams has played a key role in this so far tonight.
It really has been. I mean, and that's really what set their offense up. When you're getting the ball at the past the 40-yard line every time, that sets your offense up for success.
But Jackson, let's talk about what play scored for the Walter Wilburn Panthers. This is probably the first time I've seen a quarterback sneak go for about 45 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, it's something that I've never seen in my years of watching football, and I've watched a lot of football, from Canadian football to national football to college football, and I've never seen a quarterback sneak go for 45 yards.
So here we go. Here is the Sacs Wildcats offense. Their run game has been a force all night, and there's a good tackle there by Caleb McCurry. And that run right there was looking promising for the Sacs Wildcats, but McCurry comes out of nowhere here. As you see, number 21, Jakari Monroe, take this handoff. And there's McCurry right there at his legs, lowers his shoulder, makes a clean tackle.
And McCurry, I mean, Monroe was carrying McCurry on his leg, trying to go to the other side, and he just couldn't get it going.
So here is Jamorius Young, he's going to pitch this outside, and the Wildcats are just going to try to bounce this outside again, and another good run for the Sacs Wildcats. And this is what's hurting the Walter Wilburn Panthers, is open field tackling. And the Sacs Wildcats with another big run there. That was number 21, Jakari Monroe.
And Monroe's down.
We haven't seen much of Monroe so far tonight, but it seems like Sacs is going to run an open committee backfield, and Monroe breaks 2 tackles, and that hit right there. He's going to come off the field.
That's a rough one right there. You just got to hope the best for him right there.
So here's Young. He's got Dorian Walker in the backfield after the first down carry. Young, he's looking to throw it. He's got a man on the outside, fires a quick strike to the outside. That's number 3, Lawan Curry. And Lawan Curry's brought down after about a 8-yard pass and catch.
And Lawan Curry, that was one of my key guys coming into this game. He wasn't in the starting lineup, that's why I was trying to question if he was injured, but he's showed out tonight so far, and he's just been on the field. He's been on the field and made plays when they needed him to.
And the officials are conversating on in the middle of the field. They're going to give the ball to Walter Wilburn. There must have been a fumble at the end of that play. And if there's a way we can get a replay on that, Coach Freeney is not happy
I didn't see a fumble.
I didn't see it there at the end of the play.
We might have just missed it, but I really did not see a fumble there.
But Coach Freeney is furious on the sidelines right now. And we're going to look at a replay on this here and see what happened. It was a quick strike out to Lawan Curry. And let's look at this again. He's met by a slew of Panthers. And look at this again. He's down.
He's way down right there.
Yeah, he's down.
What?
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, I have no idea what the officials are like. I guess they're talking about here.
Well, Coach Freeney is not happy with this call, and looking back at our replay, I would be furious too because he was down.
He was, I mean, way down. If I was Freeney, I side with him 100% on this.
And we're going to run it one more time here to look at it again, but Jackson, I think he was down.
I didn't see anything that indicated the ball was out before his left knee.
And here's Curry. Look, let's see right here. Boom, there's the knees down right there.
Down.
And it looks like he still has the ball.
Where's the ball pop out is my question. Because I don't see the ball. I don't see
and Curry doesn't have it in his hands.
I don't know where the ball is. Curry does have the ball in his hand.
No, he does
not.
not.
He does not.
There's a Walter Welborn defender on the ground with the football in his hands. Coach Freeney is not happy, and that's going to give the ball back to the Walter Welborn Panthers, and you have got to feel for Alfonso Freeney right now. After getting those two replays and seeing it again, this is going to give the ball back to the Walter Welborn Panthers with a chance to take a 2-score lead. Screws, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to look to throw it, and he's got a man, overshoots his receiver. Tough break there for the Walter Welborn Panthers as he had a man open, just missed him.
Just overshot him right there, and he was wide open right there, but just threw it just a little bit too far.
And that was the first pass play of the game we've seen for Walter Welborn. So 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers after the turnover.
And I mean, so far, right after the turnover, you got to feel like you were saying for Alfonso Freeney right there.
This is a tough break there. It's going to be a direct give to the fullback there, and that is going to be to number 8 for the Walter Welborn Panthers, who takes it right up the middle there, and the Sacs Wildcats all over it there. Just couldn't find a hole, and it looked like his lineman fell down right in front of him, and he just couldn't get over him.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sometimes linemen just trip over their own feet or trip over defensive players as well.
So 3rd down and long for the Panthers. See what Coach Smith dials up here on 3rd down and long. This is going to be a pass again for Screws. Screws looking to throw it. He's got some space to the outside. He's also got some speed. Screws is going to bounce it out, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down for the Panthers on 3rd down and long.
And that's a very, very good play call right there as well.
As you know, that was a run-pass option for Screws. Screws sees nobody down the field, and he takes off running with it for himself. I don't think he was ever going to throw that football.
I don't think so either. And you got number 66, Will Phillips, right there leading the way. Oh, there's a flag on the play, though. And the referee appears to be doing the thriller out there for some odd reason.
As that's a penalty, I believe, on Walter Welborn, so that's going to back him up. So now it's going to be 3rd down and very long for the Walter Welborn Panthers, and let's see if they decide to air it out here on 3rd down and very long. So a holding penalty on Walter Welborn. Holding on Ethan Carroll. As it's going to be good to Brian. The ball's on the ground, and I believe Walter Welborn jumps on it. It's going to be 4th down. So the turnover that never happened isn't going to cost the Sacs Wildcats. They're going to get the ball back.
They really are, and the ball was on the ground, but that could have been disastrous for the Panthers there.
As you know, they've ran that same exact play, but Kyle Bright has been the one to take it each time. That time they'd go to give it to Jabari Williams. He just could not hold it in. And now that's going to be a 4th down stop for the Sacs Wildcats. It's going to be a punt incoming for the Walter Welborn Panthers.
And if you're Coach Freeney right now, you're ecstatic because your offense is going to get the ball back without giving up points to the Panthers.
Here's a punt. It's going to bounce on the ground, hit a Sachs Wildcat. That's going to be hit off the hands of number 21, Ja'Cory Monroe, who is back in the ball game and still makes a good return out of it.
And they'll get the ball once again, I think about the 48-yard line. And I mean, like we've been saying, special teams has been the key here tonight for the Sachs Wildcats. Every single punt and kickoff, they've got it either on the 50 or past the 50.
And I thought Monroe was going to be brought down at first contact there, slips 2 tackles and able to get a few extra yards. So there's about 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Sachs Wildcats get the ball back after a fumble, lost them the ball on their last drive. They make the Walter Wellborn Panthers go 3 and out, and now they've got the ball right back in the driver's seat.
I'll tell you what, I mean, this will be huge at the Wildcats, because that last drive that the ball came out, or supposedly it came out, that was a very good drive for the Sachs Wildcats.
So I believe there's going to be a timeout on the field, and we're going to see what head coach Jeff Smith has to draw up here. Is his defense, the last drive looked good, got a turnover, and they just couldn't capitalize on that to make it a 2-score lead.
And I mean, so far, this is what they've been doing. And Wellborn, I mean, they've been driving down the field at will. That's the first drive the Sachs has stopped them.
And on the other side, Coach Freeney happy with his defense stepping up to the challenge of stopping this run game. They had the one slip up, which was on 3rd down and 10, but after that, got a penalty. I mean, you can't blame the defense for that. That's a good penalty call, and a holding call on the Walter Wellborn Panthers backs them up, and they still make the stop. So here we go. 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. Let's see if Coach Freeney decides to do here. And this is going to be a direct give. That's going to go over 20, Jaleel McClellan, who's already got a touchdown run tonight for the Wildcats and has a good run here on 1st down for about 7 yards.
A very good first play of this drive. You get McClellan, I mean, if you pick up 7 yards, you can easily win a football game picking up 7 yards.
You know what I always say? When you say a different number every week, 7 yards a carry, you'll get a 1st down every drive and be in the end zone before you know it. So 3 seconds to go, 2-1, and that is going to be the end of the first quarter. We've had a shootout so far here tonight, 22-13. The Walter Wellborn Panthers are ahead of the Sachs Wildcats. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action of your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
Hi, I'm Cameron Minton with Minton Home Center. Minton Home Center has been in business for over 40 years. We are a true turnkey dealership. We can help you meet your needs from financing with 0 down, selecting the right home for your family, and help with your land purchase. We have a full development crew that will complete all of your land preparation. We will make your home purchase experience fun and easy.
Providing quality in-home care. We help our patients with light housekeeping, planning meals, bathing, grooming. We offer companionship, reminders of medication, transportation, and errands. Please call us. Let our family take care of yours. Call Caring Hands at 256-281-3100.
Second Chance, serving Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, and Talladega counties. Second Chance provides safe shelter and supportive services for domestic and dating violence victims and offers educational outreach to residents of the communities served, empowering victims in their recovery and the public towards intervention in these crimes. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, please have them call and see if we can help. Thank you.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 22-13, the Walter Wellborn Panthers are leading the Sachs Wildcats. And Jackson, the Sachs Wildcats came ready to play.
They really did. I mean, they've been clicking on all cylinders. Special teams, offense, defense, just everywhere so far. And now they got the ball back, and they're doing everything they can. They want to put this ball in the end zone here.
Jeff Smith's defense has had a few holes in the run game so far here tonight. We'll see if they can figure it out here in the second quarter. Young, he gives it off. It's going to be another good handoff here for the Sachs Wildcats. Believe that went to number 20, Jaleel McClellan.
I think he might have enough for the 1st down there as well.
I believe they caught him short. I believe he's going to be about a yard short.
Yeah, he's about to get a yard short right there.
and he did. So he's about a yard short here. So 3rd down and 1, maybe 3rd down in inches.
But this is 100%.
This is where you want to be if you're the Sachs Wildcats. 3rd down and shorts is where you want to stay. Young, he's going to keep it himself, going to have well enough for that first down. And the Wildcats are working their way into the red zone.
And Young is a hard-nosed quarterback right there. He just lowers his helmet and just fights for those extra yards as well.
Like I said, the Sachs Wildcats working their way down to that red zone and closer to the end zone. And that's a good play call there by Coach Freeney, just a quarterback keeper all the way to get that first down. And they're going to have Dorian Walker in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Walker, and the Panthers are all over that, led by Trey Downs. And that's really the first time we've seen the Walter Welborn Panthers stop this Sachs run game here for a negative gain. I think maybe one more time before that, but that was a good play there by the Walter Welborn defensive line.
And Trey Downs read that play perfectly and just brings him down in the backfield.
So the Sachs Wildcats, 2nd down and long. Dorian Walker in the backfield with Young. Young, he's going to keep it. No, he's going to pitch it out to Walker. And the Walter Welborn Panthers are all over that play. And it looked like Young wanted to keep it at first, but then he fakes the pitch, then makes the pitch. And the Walter Welborn Panthers are all over that play.
Just a little, just kind of miscommunication type thing there. Young was going to take that ball at first and just get just a little bit late to the pitch.
But see, that's where the whole play messed up. When you seen him kind of stutter a little bit and then make the pitch, he gave enough time for the Walter Welborn Panthers to get all over that play. So 3rd down and long for the Sachs Wildcats. They're on about the 39-yard line. And that's going to be a offsides on Walter Welborn, and it's going to be a sack for Walter Welborn. I think they called that. They had to have called that because he jumped.
He did.
And there's a lineman that's got the football.
Big man rumbling, jumbling down to about the 30-yard line.
I don't know what just happened at the end of that play there.
I'll tell you what happened. Big man got the ball and found his shot.
I believe that was an offsides on Walter Welborn. We're going to see it here, and I think it indeed was. And let's watch it again as Young gets sacked, and he lost the football. Big man is trying to pick up the football, and he does pick up the football, and he stays on his feet, and he takes off running down the field. All right.
I'll tell you what, I'm loving this football game. Big man, he picks up the ball. He finds the ball somewhere in his hands, and he rumbles and jumbles and picks up as many yards as he possibly can.
They did not call the offsides penalty, said the ball was down, so it's going to be 4th down and very long for the Sachs Wildcats. And I don't know what is going on the field right now because Walter Welborn 100% jumped.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, it's going to be a punt. Dorian Walker's going to punt this off. Almost blocked. Very good punt there by Walker.
That's a beautiful punt.
That ball's going to bounce and roll and going to be stopped. It probably would have kept rolling. It's going to bounce all the way to about the 8-yard line, and that's where the Walter Welborn Panthers set up shop. And, Jax, let me tell you something. If you give Jeff Smith this much field and you don't stop him, he'll run this whole clock out. I've seen it before.
And so far, he's really not had to run this whole clock out because he's been getting 5- and 6-play drives for touchdowns.
And a quarterback sneak touchdown. Let's not forget that.
From the 45.
So 1st down and 10 for the Walter Welborn Panthers. And this Sachs Wildcats special teams has really been a highlight of this first half for me so far. They've been making plays on returns, punting, kicking. They've just looked great so far tonight. So here's Screws. He gives it off to Williams. Williams bounces it out. Williams is going to get stopped, but he's going to break a tackle and get maybe a yard on that play.
I'll tell you what, also another thing that I've noticed with this Sachs defensive line, a lot of the time they are kind of not cutting them, but they're just going low and just kind of clog up the middle of the field.
Well, what I've noticed is they're slowing down these running backs. They're just slowing them down. They'll make one hit and they'll slow him down, but there's 4 or 5 Wildcats around the area to clean up the tackle. And that's what you got to have. If you're going to slow a running back down, you're never going to want to miss a tackle, but you got to have somebody there to back him up. So this is going to be a keeper for Screws. Screws goes up the field, and he gets maybe about a 4-yard gain there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and medium. for the Walter Wellborn Panthers.
And back to what I was saying, if you look at this Wildcats defensive line, I think every time I've seen them kind of just they're bear crawling. I'm going to be completely honest with you. They're bear crawling through the line, just kind of clog up the middle of the field and let their athletes make plays on the outside.
So 3rd down and medium for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch out to Williams. Williams bounces it out, and he gets maybe a yard, so it's going to be 4th down for the Walter Wellborn Panthers, and they're going to have to punt.
I'll tell you what, clogging up the middle of the field is working so far. You watch them right here.
Just lowering their shoulders, going after the big hog mollies up front, and cleaning the gaps out, making them bounce it outside, and it's working.
It seems to be working. I mean, that's just a beautiful defensive drive for the Sachs Wildcats.
So that's going to bring up the punt for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Number 22, Arnez Hurd, is back deep along with Jakari Monroe. And it's going to be a high booming punt for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Not going to go very far, and Hurd is going to take this. Hurd is going to get gobbled up by a few Walter Wellborn defenders, but the special teams plays a key role again, Jackson.
I mean, once again, they're going to get the ball at their own 33-yard. I mean, at Walter Wellborn's 33-yard line, my fault.
So now they're set up almost in the red zone after the punt.
And I mean, like you've been saying all night, special teams, that's been the main factor.
That's what's kept Sachs in this ball game. That and a few two drives of short field positions and a few key runs, that's what's kept them in the game. And Walter Wellborn's going to take a timeout here as they're going to discuss this short field, I believe, on the sidelines. And Jackson, let's talk about this. A lot of people going into this game didn't think this game was going to be much of a game. The Walter Wellborn Panthers are area champs. The Sachs Wildcats ain't won a game. But Coach Freeney is putting all that to the side, and he said that they're going to come hit the area champs in the mouth tonight and try to get a big win here late in the season.
And you also got to put into factor they had a bye week last week. They're coming in, they're fresh. They've had an extra week to work on stuff they want to do, and so far they've really just executed in all cylinders.
So the Walter Wellborn Panthers offense has only been stopped on 2 drives here tonight. And the last drive was the first time we've really seen their run game really get much of nothing. I mean, the Sachs Wildcats singled in, and like you were saying, their defensive linemen are just clogging up the gaps and making them bounce it outside. And the Walter Wellborn Panthers can't get a push when they're on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a very good strategy right there. You let your athletes out in space and let them make plays on the outside, because I mean, the running backs, they just can't go up the middle when there's 5 big guys laying down.
And here's Young. He's looking to throw it. Young fires a strike to the outside, and that's going to be and a late hit is going to be called.
There's no late hit call there.
That was very, very close to being really bad for Walter Wellborn. And let's watch this again. Lawan Curry drops this pass. This is not a pass Lawan Curry drops. Low pass, drops it, bounces the ball, boom, big hit there. And I don't know why that wasn't a call.
I have no clue why that's not a call right there. I mean, Curry dropped the ball, and he's got the ball heading back to the huddle, ready to give it to the Whitecap, and just gets blindsided. That would have been a call. That would have been a call if he would have had the football running. It's a hit on a defensive player. Defensive player, as I could say.
So Young, he's going to be in the gun. Young, he hands this off to Walker. Walker, he's going up the middle. Walker is going to get gobbled up by a few Panthers. I believe Young wanted to keep that, as he looked like he tried to pull it back from Walker, and Walker just wanted to keep it himself. Let's look at it again here, as you didn't get the beginning of it, but we see there a good tackle there by the Walter Wellborn Panthers.
Really is, and that's another thing that Young's got to get down. If he's going to pitch, like we said on the pitch play, is he going to pitch or is he going to keep it himself? On the option, is he going to keep it himself or he's going to give it? That's one thing he's going to have to figure out if they want to win this.
And he's young. He's still young. Yeah. So he's still got a lot of room for improvement, but right now he's looking like a veteran out there. He is making the plays that needs to be done to win this football game for the Sachs Wildcats.
He's very talented, only as a 9th grader as well.
And Young, we're going to see his arm right here. Young fires a strike across the middle of the field, and it's caught. What a pass there for Young. Young fires a strike across the middle of the field. He's going to the goal line. He sticks it out, and the ball's on the ground. It's a touchdown. The Sachs Wildcats get in the end zone.
Oh, that was really close right there. It scared me a little bit because when he put the ball over the goal line like that, it's very easy to just kind of swipe at the ball. But apparently he got it over the goal line.
Jamaris Young, look at this again. What a strike across the middle of the field. Number 10, Mikey's Gaffney. There is 6 Woburn defenders.
He broke the play.
And the ball is on the ground, but he got it across the goal line. Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Sachs Wildcats.
And I'll tell you what, that is a laser right there by Young. I mean, it's going to be insane to watch his progression over these next 3 years.
And Dorian Walker's got a leg on him. That's another good PAT there for the Walter Wellman Panthers. 20-22, it's a 2-point ball game, Jackson. The Sachs Wildcats fire back at the Walter Wellman Panthers. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have more with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
Since 2002, Advantage Tire and Alignment has been the place to call when your car won't go. They specialize in new tires, used tires, and wheels. In addition, they also provide alignment services and vehicle repair like brakes, rotors, struts, shocks, and alternators. It is their goal to provide quick, convenient, and friendly service. If you want the advantage, go to Advantage Tire and Alignment, where the customer always has the advantage.
I'm Dudley Miller and my wife Val, and this is the staff at Cremation Services. Together, we have over 100 years experience in funeral service. To me, career longevity is an indication of a person's ability to extend grace and compassion and deal with the family in an honest, trustworthy, and decent manner. We ask that you consider us at Cremation Services of East Alabama in your time of loss.
At Oxford Dental Care, they believe in the importance of a healthy, beautiful smile. The staff takes great pride in the treatments they provide and the healthy smiles that they create. Their patients can take advantage of comprehensive dental care that's customized for their individual needs and desires. They provide general, cosmetic, and pediatric dentistry, emergency dental care, teeth whitening, implants, and veneers. Contact their Oxford office at 256-831-3432 or visit the website at oxforddentalcare.net if you have any questions or would like to schedule an appointment. Friendly staff, excellent service, beautiful smiles. A team you can rely on, Oxford Dental Care.
Hey, it's Kristen with RMC, and I'm here to tell you about the RMC Foundation event. Next Thursday, we're having Pink or Treat from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll have food trucks, games, candy, fun for the whole family, but most importantly, breast cancer education and awareness. We'll be giving away 50 free mammograms. So put on your best pink, bring your family, and come ready for a night of fun. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Wellman Panthers 22, the Sachs Wildcats 20. And Jackson, this has been one of the craziest games we've had all year. And right before Halloween, I'm not shocked.
This is wild.
Full moon tonight. From just getting word at Southern States Bank kickoff. Tonight and tomorrow is a full moon, and that is explaining tonight's game. And this is a good return here by Caleb McCurry. Caleb McCurry is still bouncing outside. Good return here for the Walter Wellman Panthers to get them at about the 35-yard line. He received that ball at about the 10.
And Dorian Walker, I mean, like we've said, he got a leg on him. All these kicks have been perfect. I mean, they're not high lob lolly pines in the air, but they're line drives to get to about the 1 or 2 yard line.
And a few of them's been worm burners. There's a penalty on the play. I believe this might be a block in the back on Walter Wellman, but a few of them's been worm burners across the ground that's just been coming so hard. Walter Wellman special teams can't catch them. So it's going to be holding on Walter Wellman. My mistake, not a block in the back, but that will back Walter Wellman up to almost the goal line.
They're out there at my truck.
And two good blocks there by Walter Wilburn. I didn't get to see the hold, but that's going to back him up.
I seen it right
goal
there.
line. So now Jeff Smith's offense is in a familiar spot, as this is almost where we were at on their last offensive drive. That's going to be a jump by Sachs, so that's going to be,
I think I'll call it
5 yards for Walter Wilburn. Yes, indeed, offsides on Sachs. That's going to bring them up about 5 yards. So Jeff Smith gets out of his own end zone.
And I mean, that was the main thing that you just had to do was get out of your own end zone. I think I couldn't really exactly see where they were, but I think they were about the 2-yard line.
2-yard line, almost lining up in their end zone. So now the Walter Wilburn Panthers got first down and 5. As it's going to be a direct give. It looks to be number 5, Kyle Bright, who's had a good game so far tonight. He's Kyle Bright. And that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards.
But once again, I mean, this defensive line of these guys just diving at the offensive lineman's heels is working. I mean, give up 6 yards right there, but that's still an improvement from the first 3 drives from Walter Wilburn and the Sachs defense.
So I believe Bright may have had enough for that first down. We're going to see, yes, he indeed had enough. He just got it. So first down and 10 for the Walter Wilburn Panthers. This is going to be a give off to Williams. Williams is still going up the middle of the field, and Williams with a very good run on first down to get about 6 yards. You see, he bounced it out and then cut it in. So that's what Williams is going to have to do to be successful. There it is, right back inside. Good run there by Williams.
It's a little hole right there he finds. He just makes his way through it. Picks up a pretty good game right there on first down.
So second down and 2 to 3 yards for the Walter Wilburn Panthers. We're just under 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The Walter Wilburn Panthers received to start this game, so the Sachs Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half, and Coach Freeney's looking for a stop here. It's going to be a give to Williams. Williams bounces it back out. He breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. Now, a good run there by Williams to get him up to about the 40-yard line.
A very good run by Williams right there. See, this is a very good comparison here. He's not exactly hitting the outside, but he finds a hole and makes his way through. It's kind of inside-outside run right there.
So Walter Wilburn is driving. We're working our way under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They bring in Trey Downs. As Screws is going to line up under center. Screws, he gives it off to Williams. Williams gives it off to Bright. Bright bounces it out, and Bright breaks a tackle. Bright's going over the 50 to the 40, and Bright will run out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. He is averaging about 25 yards a carry tonight. Is Kyle Bright.
And Kyle Bright just been an absolute workhorse for this Walter Wilburn offense. He's been all over the field. He's breaking tackles. He's running over guys. And Jeff Smith's going to try his best to get the ball in his hands as much as he can.
Well, Coach Freeney is going to talk about that specific play at halftime, because that's the play that's hurt the Sachs Wildcats the most. They're just chunk play after chunk play on that same exact run play. So here we go. Here's going to be a handoff to Caleb McCurry. Caleb McCurry's going to be stuck right at about the line of scrimmage, and the Sachs Wildcats with a very good stop there on first down.
Very good stop. Well, he tried to hurdle him right there and just couldn't get over him. And that's a very good open field tackle.
So 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the second quarter. Walter Wilburn Panthers score here. It's huge for them, but their defense has got to find a way to slow down the Sachs offense.
And this would be huge if Sachs get a stop here. If you get a stop here, and you may not put points on the board, but if you stop this Panthers offense, you get the ball coming out of halftime.
And that was a straight give to McCurry. That's going to be give back to Williams. Same play they ran with Bright. But it seems like Bright's having more success running that play than number 6, Jabari Williams.
And I think it's also because Bright's just bigger. Bright's a very big back coming out of the backfield as well.
Yeah, and he's able to break tackles there, which Williams has broke a lot of tackles tonight too. But Bright just seems to have a lot of success running that play.
Really has been all those.
There's a defender down for the Wildcats.
Can't really see the number from here.
It looks like number I'm not sure who that is, but he's down. Looks like a cramp. If I had to take a guess, you know, he's moving. That's a plus. And just pray he is okay.
That's always what you want to say. You hope it's just a cramp. I think it might be a defensive lineman, but I cannot see the number from here.
So we're going to see if he is able to return to this ball game. And this is that play that we've seen run by Kyle Bright multiple times here tonight. And that was number 19, Gage Brown, for the Sachs Wildcats, outside linebacker and quarterback, backup quarterback for the Sachs Wildcats. So, and it's his ankle, so it was not a cramp. I've seen him moving his leg thinking it was a cramp, but no, it is his ankle.
Yeah, he kind of got trampled there as well. He might have got his ankle stepped on. That's something that you never want to see, and you just got to hope the best.
But he's walking off on his own power now. It may have rolled it in the pile, not sure. But I hope Gage Brown's able to return to this ball game. Junior for the Sachs Wildcats. Key role in the linebacker position.
Really would be, and you definitely want to see a guy come out and return to this ball game because he's been a very big showstopper here for the Sachs defense.
So Screws will lead his offense back out on the field. Williams, and Bright is the backs. And it's going to be a keeper for Screws, and that quarterback sneak has worked for Jeff Smith all night long. It's going to work right there, too.
I know I keep going back to this, but I tell you what, remember the date, October 27, 2023. We've seen a quarterback sneak go for 45 yards for a touchdown.
City of Chaos red zone for the Walter Wellborn Panthers, and they're looking to score here before the half.
And this would be huge for the Walter Wellborn Panthers if they can put points on the board here. And if you're Sachs, all you're thinking about is getting them a stop or at least holding them to a field goal.
There'll be a pitch out to Williams. Williams bounces it out, and that's going to stop the clock for Walter Wellborn. It's a big hit on the sidelines there on Williams.
And one thing I can tell, this Sachs Wildcats defense, they have a confidence with them. They are hyped up.
And here we go. About 1:10 to go here for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Try to get in the end zone. 1:10 to get a stop for the Sachs Wildcats.
And number 7, Jamoris Young, is also on this defense. I mean, you got to give him his props. He's playing amazing on both sides of the football.
What's impressive is for him being so young and a leader, this is going to be a pass for Walter Wellborn. Screws fires it across the middle, and it's a good pass and catch, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Ethan Carroll with a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown before the half.
His first target of the night, and it goes for 6, and that is a beautiful, beautiful little play action right there, and just beautiful pass right there by Screws. Just toss it right over the middle.
What a pass play there for Walter Wellborn. And what I was saying before the touchdown pass for Walter Wellborn is Jamoris Young is the quarterback of the offense, freshman, and he's a leader. And that's what's big for Sachs, and that's something you have got to be excited for next year, to have such a leader and be so young. For the Sachs Wildcats, 2-point conversion attempt for Walter Wellborn. This is going to go to Bright, and Bright is in the end zone. So they take a 10-point lead with that touchdown. 30-20 is your score of the Walter Wellborn Panthers ahead of the Sachs Wildcats. We've got about a minute until halftime. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Hey, this is Jason at Reeves Insurance. Just want to say a quick thank you to all of our customers for your support over the years. We now have offices in Anniston, Alexandria, and Oxford in order to serve you better. So stop in and see me or any of our experienced staff and let us shop for you to find you the best price and the best coverage available. Thank you.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 30-20, the Walter Weldon Panthers score with a minute to go here before halftime. Southern States Bank kickoff. The Walter Weldon Panthers kick this deep to the Sacs Wildcats. It's a low line drive kick, going to bounce off the Sacs defender, or bounce off the Sacs return man, and good special teams coverage there for the Walter Weldon Panthers.
And a very, very good open field tackle right there, and the referee is vividly upset about something.
And it's going to be a
how can it be a
horse collar on. Okay, he pointed the wrong way the first time, and then he pointed towards the Walter Weldon Panthers. So that will give a free 15 yards to the Sacs Wildcats. As I thought it was going to be a good special teams play there by the Walter Weldon Panthers, and there it is.
Yeah, you can see it there.
Right there. From a far distance, looked like a good tackle. Zoom in a little bit, and you see it all.
Yeah. I was very confused there for a second. I thought it was a horse collar on offense.
Got to credit our cameramen on that for the great job they've done so far tonight, getting us those great looks.
A shot at them.
So here's the Sacs Wildcats. Let's see if they can get in the end zone with 53 seconds. Young, he's going to fire it to the outside, and it's going to be caught. Going to be a short gain. No, he's still on his feet, but it's still going to end up being a short gain. Christian Smith on the catch.
And another thing is, can they get something going? This Sacs Wildcats offense so far, I mean, they've scored in 2 or 3 plays, so this is something they really can do.
And we've seen the big run by Juelz McClellan in the first quarter.
And this is something interesting to see what Coach Freeney will do here.
Well, he took a timeout there, so I don't know if he took a timeout, but Jeff Smith's not going to take a timeout when he's up 30-20 with 37 seconds to go. So Coach Freeney takes a timeout. Going to see if he can draw up maybe 2 or 3 good plays to try to get him in the end zone.
I think you play aggressive here. You get the ball coming out of halftime too. So, I mean, of course you don't want to throw an interception for a touchdown, you know, but I still think you play this a little aggressive as well.
Coach Freeney's got a star in the making with Jamorce Young, who has really been the star leading the offense for the Sacs Wildcats. But you got to give credit where credit's due. Dorian Walker's had a good game so far. Juelz McClellan's had a great game. Jakari Monroe's had a good game. And they're really running a running back by committee backfield at Sacs.
And like we were saying, I mean, the guys that you named right there, not one of those guys is a junior or a senior.
Oh, and Marquez Gaffney, he's one of the seniors on this offense, has had a big game so far. He had a big catch for a touchdown. So here we go. Young, he's looking to throw it. He's going to keep it himself. Young, he's got some space. Young goes over the 50. He's looking to run out of bounds, and he does to save another timeout.
And a very good run right there. The pocket collapsed on him, but he finds a lane, just gets out of there. And that was one of my main keys, getting him out in space. If there's nobody open, just tuck the ball and just get out as fast as you can and hit the sidelines.
And credit the blocking by the Sacs Wildcats as they gave him a pocket. Nobody was open. He takes it himself, and that's what you got to do. Like I said, this guy's playing like a senior right now, and he's just a freshman.
And if you're a Sacs Wildcats fan, you got to be excited for this team's future as well.
So here's Young, 25 seconds to go. Young, he's looking to throw it. Fires a strike, and that play was almost jumped by number 30, Raymond Williams.
And that was very, very close. Very dangerous play right there. But like we've been saying, I'd play this aggressive, and that was close.
Looking for Marquez Gaffney. Ray Williams was all over him on that play.
And the thing about it is, though, you're past midfield here, and Dorian Walker, he's got a leg on him. If you can pick up about 20 yards here, you might give him a shot.
Here's Young. He's looking to throw it, looking to fire it, and he's going to try to get out of the pocket. He's still on his feet. He fires a strike and just misses an open defender, or misses an open receiver for the Sacs Wildcats. And there was only one man behind him, and that was the safety. I believe that was Caleb McCurry behind him, but just overshot him, and I don't think he got his feet planted. Let's look at it again. I believe he was still moving. He was indeed. Fires it and just out of the reach. And yes, Caleb McCurry was the only man back there for the Walter Wellman Panthers. That could have went for 6.
He really could have. And I mean, I know we keep saying it, but Jamoris Young, he's a 9th grader, and he just slips out of that pocket. He looks calm and collected, and just, I mean, it's just a little bit of an overthrow right there, but still a very impressive play.
So they're going to look to try to fire it to the end zone. They fire it across, and they've got a wide open man. That's what happens when you're in prevent. You leave the flats open, and that's what you get, a big gain there for the Sachs Wildcats.
And what do you do here? You're down at about the 8-yard line. Do you kick the field goal here? I think you kick the field goal here.
Do they have the faith in Dorian Walker?
I mean, he's got a leg on him. We've seen on these extra points. Looks like they're going to go for it. Well,
City of Chaos Red Zone, we got 1 second to go here before halftime.
They're going for it here.
Coach Freeney said he's going for it. And he's going to put it in the hands of Jamoris Young to see if he can get him in the end zone. They are about 11 yards away from the end zone. Young, he's going to throw it. Young fires a strike. He's caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sachs.
Wow.
What a play right before the half. Marquise Gaffney with a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown. What a play call for Coach Freeney to get him in the end zone.
I mean, I was talking about kicking the field goal here, but he had that play dialed up and a beautiful throw and catch right there.
The pass was a little low, but Marquise Gaffney snatches it out of the air and gets in the end zone for the Sachs Wildcats.
And I mean, like you were saying, a little kind of a low pass right there. But I mean, Jamoris Young's out here, like you were saying, he is leading this team.
A freshman playing like a senior for the Sachs Wildcats. 30-26, pinning the PAT from Dorian Walker.
For a second, it confused me. I thought the little kid was out there trying to hold the ball. I'm like,
so Dorian Walker, the PAT will be held by Tyshawn Toney. And it's a good snap, good hold, and a good kick, it looks like, and it's good. So these Walter Wellman Panthers hold a slim 30-27 lead at halftime over the Sachs Wildcats. What a drive by the Sachs Wildcats.
I mean,
what a drive.
And to be fair, that is just a very good half of football right there by the Sachs Wildcats.
What a drive by the Sachs Wildcats, and Coach Freeney is in this ball game, Jackson.
He's in play.
He's in it. He's in this ball game, and Eric told me before this game started that Coach Freeney was motivated when he spoke to him.
And so far, he really is motivated. And that took a lot of guts right there with 1 second left to run that play and not try to give your field goal kicker a chance. But beautiful right there.
So right now, Shasta has got an interview for us down on the field. We're going to throw it to her real quick.
I'm here with Coach Jeff Smith from Welborn. Well, how's it feeling out there, Coach Smith?
Well, it's not feeling real good. I mean, we're lucky to be ahead right now. I thought that we've played as bad as we could the first half. But, you know, my hat's off to Sachs. I thought they played really well.
Well, you had, 2 touchdowns from Jabari Williams, another touchdown from number 11, Noah Screws, another touchdown, 22, Ethan Carroll. I mean, your boys are doing really good on offense, though, as far as that goes.
Well, we are at times, and times we're not. You know, again, we're just not playing real well right now. We've got to get in here at halftime and regroup.
All right, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much. We're going to throw it back to you guys in the studio.
You heard it from Coach Smith. They're lucky they're winning this game. We'll talk more about that here in just a moment. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have some scores and whatnot on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Welcome back in, guys. We are at the halfway point of this ball game. 30-27 is your score here tonight. The Sachs Wildcats, big touchdown right before the half, and we're going to talk just a little bit about what we've seen in the first half, Jackson. The Sachs Wildcats, big touchdown. They are down by 3 at the half.
And, I mean, this is a crazy football game so far as well.
So we're going to throw it down to Shasta on the sidelines. She has got an interview for us down on the field.
Go for it.
As I move the chains up and down the field, I actually carry the box or the downs marker and have to be there and set up after each play so that the change can set up on me.
And Mr. Martin, how long have you been doing this for?
Well, I did it for 53 years, and then I retired when I got 80, and during that time I lost some weight and got feeling a lot better, getting some exercise, so I decided to come back. So I guess this is the 54th year. I had a 2-year layoff, 2-year vacation.
Well, they're keeping you busy out there tonight on the field.
They sure are. You always are concerned about those games when you have a lot of long runs, but it works out.
Well, anything else you want to say to the fans and viewers out there tonight?
Well, no, except I'm always pulling for Sachs to win.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us tonight.
Thank you.
We're going to throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Lynn Martin, the definition of dedication, I should say. Been doing what he's doing for a long, long time. Guys, we got some score updates for you guys around the area. Munford and Hanley, we do not have a score yet on that. But Ohatchee, Plainview, 21-6. Plainview is beating Ohatchee. We've seen what Ohatchee's capable of in the second half, though, as of last week's game of the week against Glencoe. Big second half win for Ohatchee. Anderson and Cleveland County is 26-15 at the half. Cleveland County, there's so many playoff implications going on. If you want to learn more about that, go back and rewatch some of our pregame show here. 42-0, Jacksonville over White Plains at the half. Alexandria looking for a big, big first win tonight over Talladega. It's 28-0 in the second quarter. Springville 28-13 over St. Clair County. That's a big game. 14-8, Oxford over Centerpoint. Hopes Bluff 14-7 over Piedmont. Sylvania 14-7 over Westbrook Christian. Dadeville and Randolph County, close game. Randolph County 19-14 at the half. Moody is ahead of Southside 21-7 at the half. Central Clay County 27-0 over Russell County. Ranburn 42-13 over Central Coosa. Locust Fort is beating West End 30-6. we have got some Pee Wee football players on the sidelines with Shasta. We're going to throw it to her.
Hey guys, I am out here with some of the Wellborn players, younger players I should say. Tell me what position you play.
I'm nose guard.
What about you?
Tailback. I'm quarterback.
What about you? Turn that way to the camera.
I play guard.
And you?
I play
You just play
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good position.
I don't play football.
Okay, what about you?
Lineman.
Okay, and when's your next game? Are you done for the season?
My next game Saturday. We got homecoming.
Who you play?
White Plains. We ready?
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then that's okay. And then you guys want to give me a big Go Panthers for everybody out there, for all the viewers?
Yeah.
Go for it. All right.
Go Panthers!
We're gonna throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome back in. Future Walter Wellborn Panthers there on the sidelines. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have some more score updates. We'll talk about the game and more on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
In the heart of your community, Coosa Valley Technologies brings you the future of high-speed internet. Having connection issues? Simply reach out to us, your neighbors, and experience exceptional customer service. Our local customer support experts guide you through the process with a personalized touch. Our skilled technicians install top-notch equipment for the most reliable connection. From community to your home, Coosa Valley Technologies, where local care meets global connectivity. Visit us online or call now to join the Coosa Valley Technologies family.
First Bank of Alabama is celebrating 175 years of excellence in banking. Since 1848, we've been growing our product and growing our banking services in East Central Alabama. You can find us making sure that we are bettering our community to the best of our ability. First Bank of Alabama is where you are first.
Member FDIC. Palto Solutions is a licensed and insured home builder located in Lincoln, Alabama. We specialize in roofing, sheetrock, painting, remodeling, and new home construction. Check us out on Facebook or call us for a free estimate, or look us up on the web at paltosolutions.com.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 30-27 at the half. Walter Wellborn Panthers hold a slim 3-point lead over the Sacs Wildcats here at the half. Got a few more scores for you guys. Jacksonville Christian is ahead of Tuscaloosa, or is tied with Tuscaloosa Christian at the half, 28-28. That's a big game for JCA tonight. Another big game. The Weaver Bearcats looking to play spoiler tonight as they are ahead. They are tied in the second quarter with Beulah 24-24. Ragland and Spring Garden, that's a big matchup there for the 3 and the 2 seed, as Spring Garden is ahead 14-7 at the half. No score on Vincent and Thorsby. Hewitt, Trussville, and Chelsea 28-6. Cherokee County is ahead of Asheville 49-7. Winterboro took down Victory Christian last night 53-28. That's a big game for them. B.B. Comer wins last night 49-0 over Fayetteville. B.B. Comer got a very good football team. Geraldine 54-7 over Glencoe at the half. Cedar Bluff and Appalachian. Cedar Bluff is ahead 21-7 in the first quarter. That's a big game for Appalachian. Isabella 14-0 over Woodland in the first quarter. Some big games going on here tonight, Jackson.
There really is. And I mean, so far, just been some good night of football. It's a full moon, and there's a lot of interesting scores, and this game has been insanity as well.
So big game tonight as We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll have some more of the bands and halftimes, maybe some more scores. We'll be back in just a moment with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hey, it's Kristen with RMC, and I'm here to tell you about the RMC Foundation event. Next Thursday, we're having Pink or Treat from 4 to 6 p.m. We'll have food trucks, games, candy, fun for the whole family, but most importantly, breast cancer education and awareness. We'll be giving away 50 free mammograms. So put on your best pink, bring your family, and come ready for a night of fun. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm running for probate judge here in Calhoun County, and I'm asking for your vote. From accounting and finance to law enforcement and mental health, my education, training, and experience make me uniquely qualified to be your probate judge. Now, I've sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the great state of Alabama, and I look forward to taking that oath again as your next probate judge. I'm John Garlick, and I'm asking for your vote.
When I was a child, my parents couldn't afford braces. My grandparents paid for them, and it changed my life. It's why I'm an orthodontist today. Hi, I'm Dr. John Phillips, and at PT Orthodontics, we want to make braces and Invisalign easy and affordable for everyone. That's why we offer no down payment and affordable monthly payments to give you the smile you'd like to have. And with offices in Oxford and Gadsden, we're neighborhood orthodontics. Give us a call.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank. 30-27 is your score at the half. Shasta has got a super fan of WEAC TV24 on the sidelines. We're going to throw it to her.
Hey guys, I am out here with Billy McFry, one of our super fans is what I'm going to call him. Tell me what you're doing out here tonight. Who are you cheering for and how's it going?
I'm cheering for the Sacs Wildcats all the way. I know it's been a down year for them, but they're playing with a lot of heart and a lot of pride here tonight at the Wildcat Stadium.
And we got a lot of people behind us here. So what else do you want to see happen out there this second half for them?
I want to see the Wildcats bring home their first victory of the season tonight. It would be great.
Awesome. Well, we got a lot of fans out here. You guys want to give me a Go Wildcats behind me? Go Wildcats! Okay, we're going to throw it back to you in the studio.
It's good to see so many people that tune into our show every single week. Guys, we have got some words from our sponsors here tonight. As the first one, Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. Locations in Anniston and Sylacauga. Let us be there for you. Member FDIC. Team One Chevrolet of Gadsden, home of the best people, the best service, period. Visit Team One Chevrolet in Gadsden, Alabama. Freestyle Graphics, special thanks to Freestyle Graphics in Oxford, Alabama for gearing up our crew for this season. For all your graphics needs, whether apparel, promotional items, signs, banners, business items, Freestyle Graphics has got you covered. Go to freestylegraphics.espwebsite.com. City of Chaos, where your fears turn into nightmares. City of Chaos is one of the top-rated haunted house experiences in the Northeast Alabama. Go through our haunted tunnel, ride the convoy, shoot some zombies, and so much more. Don't miss it. Now, open through Halloween, location 6755 Curry Station Road, east of Boga, Alabama. Applebee's of Oxford, special thanks to Applebee's of Oxford for fueling our crew tonight. Be sure to check Applebee's out on their late night appetizer menu, eating good in the neighborhood. So special thanks to all of our sponsors. Tonight we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns, locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, Made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
I'm gonna see him cross!
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. So here in just a moment, Shasta will have Coach Freeney on the sidelines here in just a moment. But until then, I will just kind of roll over a few more scores that I've got. That a lot of the scores probably going to be the same, but we'll talk about them anyways. I still don't have a score on the Mumford-Handley game. Ohatchee, Plainview 21-12 in the third quarter. Plainview ahead of Ohatchee. And 49-0, Jacksonville over White Plains. Cleveland County and Anderson is very close at the half. Gaston, Pleasant Grove don't have a score, but we're going to throw it to Coach Freeney and Shasta down on the sidelines.
Hey guys, I'm out here with Coach Alfonso Freeney. Tell me how you're feeling about how your team did that first half.
I'm feeling good, but we're still not finished yet. We've been in this position before where we play tough in the first half, and we got to be able to finish games, and that's why I challenge them with up top is we got to finish.
Well, you guys did really good, and you had number 20, Jewels McClellan, touchdown. Number 1, Dorian Walker. Number 10, McKees Gaffney. Tell me about number 19, Gage Brown. Did he get injured? Is he back, or what's going on with that?
He did. We're working on. We're going to see. He's a tough kid, so we'll see what's going to happen second half.
I tell you what, your number 20 is kind of a little beast out there. I saw him it doesn't matter if they try to take him down, he's just going to keep going until he can not go any farther.
Right, and it's just a testament to how these kids gotten better each week. He's a freshman.
Wow.
So, he's going to get better each week, and they put the work in, and we had a great week of practice, and he had a great week of practice. So I'm proud of him. I need him to keep doing it.
I would not want to have to defend against him because he's going to take you with him.
He is. He's a tough kid. He's a physical kid, and that's what we need. So I'm proud of him.
Well, good luck this second half, and we're going to throw it back to the studio. Thank you.
Thank you.
All smiles from Coach Freeney here at the half. And if I was him, I'd be smiling too. By the way this Sacs Wildcats team is playing, I would be smiling too.
I mean, just a very first good half football for the Sacs Wildcats.
So we're going to take one more break, and when we come back, we'll have second half action between the Walter Weber Panthers and the Sacs Wildcats. We'll be back in just a moment with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States.
I'm gonna see him cross!
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 30-27, fixing to get ready to start the third quarter of action. And Jackson, the Sacs Wildcats scored a 1-second touchdown before the half to make this a 3-point ball game.
And I mean, Coach Freeney's got this team, and they've come ready to play here tonight.
And you've seen him in his interview, all smiles. He's talked about how this team has got better each week. They don't have a win yet, but it could happen tonight. He's got them in striking distance. And a lot of that's got to go with the running back play and the quarterback play of Jamorris Young.
I mean, we've been saying his name all night. I got him circled right here. And, I mean, he's just so versatile as a thrower and a pass. He's a passer and a runner.
And former running back at Jacksonville State, Alfonso Freeney, has got his guys ready to play tonight. We've said it all night long, and we're getting ready to start the second half.
I mean, really has been. He's had this team ready to play coming off the bye week. They've had an extra week to work on everything they need to work on, get some things fixed, get some things moved around, and so far you can see it.
So here we go. Getting ready to start the second half, and Coach Freeney's got the football to start the second half as he elected to defer to the second half, and he got the ball. So, and he's got his team within reach of taking the lead right out of halftime.
And this would be a huge statement if Coach Freeney can get his offense and drive down a field and score a touchdown here.
That's one thing. They've got to come out hot here in the second half like they did in the first half.
And that's been Sacs' problem this year. Not really a problem, just not been able to execute as much as they have in the second half as well as the first.
So here we go. The Walter Webber Panthers are fixing to kick it off to the Sacs Wildcats in the start of the third quarter. Southern States Bank kickoff here for the Walter Webber Panthers. And here we go to start the second half. It's a line drive kick for Walter Webber. It's going to be received by the Sacs Wildcats, and it's a good return there by Marquise Gaffney. Once again, the Sacs Wildcats special teams has been a key part in this game, and it's already starting off hot in the second half.
I mean, it's really amazing to see. I mean, they're basically cutting off the whole field, the whole half of the field for this offense.
And they've done it every time they've touched the ball on special teams. So here we go. First drive in the second half for Jamorris Young. He has got Dorian Walker in the backfield with him. Number 10, Marquise Gaffney lined up at fullback. It's going to be a give off to LaJuan Curry. Curry bounces to the outside. He's got some speed. Curry bounces to the outside. He's going down the sideline to the 30, to the 20. Curry's got speed. He is still on his feet, down to about the 5-yard line, probably the 3-yard line actually for the Sacs Wildcats.
And I tell you what, Curry, you seen it when it happened. He got that burst of speed. He was out. He was off to the races right there.
LaJuan Curry on a jet sweep gets him in the Applebee's red zone, and let's look at this. The speed kills on the outside, and LaJuan Curry with a big run, outrunning defenders, and Curry gets them in to scoring distance. Here, the first play of the second half.
And I got to give credit where credit's due. Dorian Walker right there with a good block to set that thing up.
And this is going to be a direct give, and the Sacs Wildcats are in the end zone. Dorian Walker, the Wildcats take the lead to start the second half on 2 plays.
2 plays, that's all it took.
Just like the first drive of the game.
38 seconds was taken off the clock right there.
The Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Sacs Wildcats, Dorian Walker.
And, I mean, he's just been an absolute workhorse for this Sacs team. He plays on defense, he plays on offense, special teams. He's their kicker, he punts, and just doing everything he can for this Sacs Wildcats team.
Pinning the PAT attempt. And Walker's kick is up. And it is good. 34-30 is your score. The Sacs Wildcats take the lead over the Walter Webber Panthers. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll see if Walter Webber can respond here on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. we're your neighbors. And involved in the community, we're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
There's a special place where overtime gives way to family time, where fast pace becomes a little slower lifestyle. At Campers Unlimited, we can help get you there, where your lake house, beach house, or tailgate headquarters can have the same address. We carry the top brands in America like Grand Design and Forest River. With a large selection, we're sure to have a floor plan that fits your needs. So when you're ready to disconnect in order to reconnect, take the easy drive to Campers Unlimited on Interstate 59 in Gadsden or shop us online at campersunlimited.net.
Serving Calhoun County in the state of Alabama since 1994, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local. Visit us today or apply online at our website, jacksonmortgageco.com.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
Welcome back in to WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Sachs Wildcats take the lead on 2 plays to start the second half and lead the Walter Weldon Panthers 34-30. Southern States Bank kickoff here. Dorian Walker. Booming kick for Walker. It's going to be returnable for the Walter Weldon Panthers. Got a little space up the middle. The Panthers have got a good return here to bring the ball up to about the 35-yard line, where Noah Screws will set up shop for the Panthers.
And that's the first line drive kind of up in the air kick we've seen by Walker here tonight. Most of them have just been kind of line drives on the ground, coming in so fast that the Panthers just couldn't grab it.
So what Coach Jeff Smith's got up his sleeve to get his offense rolling to start the second half, to keep up with the Sachs Wildcats, because they are rolling right now. Screws gives it off to Williams. Williams, he finds a little bit of space, and a good run on first down for Williams, about 7 yards.
And I know I keep saying it, but once again, I love the strategy of the defensive line, just kind of bear crawling through their gaps and just kind of clogging up the middle of the field.
Williams done a good job there by working it back up the middle there to get extra yards, as we've seen a lot of Jabari Williams tonight for the Walter Weldon Panthers.
I think that was a design run kind of up the middle a little bit, just let him find a hole, but there was no hole there. He had to bounce outside and make the most of it.
Screws, he gives it off to Williams, and this is Raymond Williams. Raymond Williams has got a lot of space to get him over the 50 and well enough for a first down.
And Raymond Williams is a tank right there. Breaks tackles right there. Just a very good run.
It's good to have Raymond Williams and Jabari Williams. You got the speed with one, the lower your shoulder, hit him in the mouth with the other, and good run there for Williams.
A very good run.
So Screws, he's going to line up under center with Williams and Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a give off to Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams bounces it outside. Jabari Williams has got some space. He's going down the sidelines. He's going to be out at about the 12-yard line there for the Walter Weldon Panthers. Another good run for Jabari Williams in the Applebee's red zone.
A very good run for Williams right there. And think about it, this has not been a passing game. Most of this has been on the ground.
Jabari Williams has been the key of this drive so far. Him and one handoff to Raymond Williams. And now we're going to see the Walter Weldon Panthers. They are inside the red zone looking to try to take the lead back from the Sachs Wildcats.
This has been a very, very high-paced game.
And you got to look out. Kyle Bright is on the field. He's been the guy who's took that handoff. He's going to block here. It's going to be a give to Ray Williams. Ray Williams is going to go all the way up. He's going to be down at about the, looks to be about the 8-yard line.
And Ray Williams, I mean, he's just a tank, like I've been saying. He's a big back, and he just finds the hole and explodes through it.
Good blocking there by the Walter Wellborn Panthers as they're finding holes and creating holes for these tailbacks to go through. Screws is under center here in the wing T. It's going to be a give to Williams. Williams, he goes up, and Williams is in the end zone. Touchdown, Walter Wellborn. They take the lead as 36-34 on a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for Jabari Williams. No, scratch that. Caleb McCurry totes that in. As Jabari Williams was not in, they gave him a break. Give it to Caleb McCurry. He gets in the end zone for a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown.
And McCurry, just a beautiful run right there, runs right up the middle, finds a hole, and gets in the end zone.
So 36-34 is your score. Coach Smith going to go for 2 here. Try to put his team up by 4. And this is going to be a give to the outside. Looks to be a Bright, and it's going to be in the end zone. Coach Jeff Smith has been about almost perfect tonight on 2-point conversion. I think he's missed 1. And there's a good 2-point conversion attempt for Coach Jeff Smith. Make score 38-34.
A very, very good play call right there on that 2-point conversion. And that keeps it a 4-point game as well.
So 38-34 is your score. 9 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Bama Sheds and Pole Barns. Locally and family owned with the best customer service. Custom built to fit your needs with free delivery and setup. Design and price online or stop by and see what we can do for you. Nobody beats our prices and nobody beats our quality. Built in Alabama, made in Alabama. BamaSheds.com.
Look at us in the grass!
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. The Walter Wellborn Panthers strike again to make the score 38-34. Jackson, we've had a lot of lead changes tonight.
And I'll tell you what, Dawson, it may come down to who has the ball last.
And they've all been in the second half so far. We've got a lead change. Sachs takes the lead. Walter Wellborn takes the lead here to start the second half. So good special teams coverage there by the Walter Wellborn Panthers to limit this sack special teams. It's really been a turning point. This will be the first time that Coach Freeney's offense has not started with the football at the 50 or at the 40.
Yeah, and that's an impressive stat as it is. And still, this is not terrible field position. They're going to get it at about the 30-yard line.
Good tackle on the play there by the Walter Wellman Panthers. And here we go. Ball is right at about the 30-yard line for the Sachs Wildcats. Morris Young, quarterback, with Dorian Walker in the backfield. Walker, he's going nowhere. That's a good stop there for the Walter Wellman Panthers to slow down Dorian Walker.
A very, very good defensive play right there for the Walter Wellman Panthers.
And that was just a very, very good tackle there for Walter Wellman, as they've got to try to limit Dorian Walker, who has been a force in this Sachs Wildcats offense. Young, he's in the gun. He's going to give this off to Walker again, and the Walter Wellman Panthers are all over it.
Just could not get anything going these last two plays, and this Walter Wellman defense is playing some football right now.
This is almost how the beginning of the first quarter started. 2-play touchdown for Sachs, and then they struggled to get the run game going on the second drive. Let's see if history replays itself here. 3rd down and long for Sachs. Young, we're going to throw it.
And watch out for Young.
And he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to get leveled. Big sack on the play there for Walter Wellburn.
And that is a beautiful defensive play by Walter Wellburn. Young steps up in the pocket right there, and he is just hammered.
And that's huge for the Walter Wellburn offense to get the ball back after that quick 2-play drive that Sachs had on offense earlier. This is huge. Their defense getting a big stop. So now, can Walter Wellburn capitalize? They were not able to capitalize in the first half. Let's see if they can capitalize here on the turnover.
And this would be huge for Walter Wellburn. Up now, and they need a punting right now.
And that is not a very good punt. That punt may have went 6 yards. And the Walter Wellman Panthers will get the ball at about the 35-yard line.
And that's just a very, very good play for Jeff Smith right there. He's getting the ball in Sachs territory.
As I believe that punt got up on the top of his foot, and the nose of the football hit his toes, and it just went straight up in the air. So now the Walter Wellman Panthers are in prime position to score a touchdown here and take a 2-score lead on the Sachs Wildcats.
If you're Coach Jeff Smith, this is exactly what you wanted.
So here we go. Screws under center. He gives it to Williams. Williams is bouncing it outside. Williams has got some speed. Williams bounces it out. He breaks a tackle. Williams is going down the sidelines. 10-5 touchdown Walter Wellburn on one play. And the Walter Wellburn Panthers take a 2-score lead on the Sachs Wildcats here in the third quarter with a Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown by Jabari Williams.
And you know Jeff Smith's ecstatic right here. Just the same play, bounces it outside, and there's just nobody deep to try to defend that because everybody comes up and tries to make the tackle right there.
First man to meet him was number 5, Christian Smith. And Christian Smith just could not bring down Jabari Williams. There's just too much speed on that outside.
And that's a huge play for Walter Wellburn right there. And it's possibly trying to go up by 12 here.
44-34. Here's your score, going for 2. Going to be a give to Bright. Bright is going to run this in for the 2-point conversion. 46-34 is your score. The Walter Wellman Panthers take a 2-score lead. Coach Freeney's got to get his offense rolling if he wants to stay in this game with the high-powered offense of Jeff Smith. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more. Your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team 1 Chevrolet. Team 1 Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team 1 Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. we're your neighbors. And involved in the community, we're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 46-34, the Walter Wellborn Panthers take a 2-score lead after a very good offensive drive, which led by some good field position off a bad punt by the Sachs Wildcats. Southern States Bank kickoff for the Walter Wellborn Panthers to see if Alfonso Freeney can get his offense back rolling.
I think he definitely can get this offense back rolling. It's been rolling all night, just kind of stalled out on that last drive.
Their offense has been high-powered all game long, and now is not the time for it to slow down. Trey Downs going to be kicking this off for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. As here we go, Downs line drive kick, and it's going to be a good kick there for Downs as it is going to be recovered at about the 11-yard line, and he's going to make a man miss and bounce this back to the outside. And there's this Sachs special teams still on his feet, gets him to about the 45-yard line. And if you noticed, when Sachs doesn't get good field position on special teams, their offense seems to slow down. We've noticed that so far tonight.
And like I've been saying, they're cutting off almost half. Ooh, that little juke move was nice right there. And like
what a move there for look to be number 20, Juels McClellan. And Juels McClellan has been very, very good for the Sachs Wildcats now on offense and special teams.
It really has been. Like I was saying, they're really cutting off half of the field. This Sachs special teams is for their offense.
So here we go, Jamorris Young. He is in the gun. He's going to hand this off. That is going to Dorian Walker. And Walker is going to get about a 5-yard gain on first down.
Good first play of the drive, though, right there.
Just to get your offense, get their feet back underneath them after they struggling last drive. They're going to try to go back to their pace and get the ball rolling at their will, because it felt like they tried to push it too much on that last drive with 2 run plays that didn't go nowhere, and then they were stuck in the mud. So second down, about 6 yards to go on the 4-yard handoff. Young. He's got Monroe in the backfield. Monroe is hit. Monroe is going to be hit, and
he's still up.
He's still on his feet, but he's going to lose about 3 yards on the play.
He's still on his feet, though.
Yeah, they're going to give him forward progress, and he'll lose about 3 yards. He's not going to be down 10 yards back, but he'll get about 3. He'll be down about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a Wildcat down right now on the field. I'll tell you what, Monroe fought, though.
And right there is where they're going to call that play dead. And he's still going on his feet. What a good run. Even though he lost yards, that's still a great run there from Monroe. And there's a penalty down on the field. This may be a sideline warning on Sachs. I'm not sure yet. We're going to see in just a moment.
See, but if it's a sideline one, it's the first one, it won't be yards.
So I believe this could be a sideline warning on Coach Freeney. We're going to see the Whitecap and him are having a quick conversation on the sidelines. We'll see what the penalty marker is for, but Coach Freeney is trying to plead his case on the sidelines to the head official.
I'm kind of confused on what he's pleading his case on. Maybe he thought there was a horse collar there, which I'd have to see a replay again, but it was close. He did get dragged down by the back of his jersey on that first attempted tackle. Oh, they're backing him up.
So it's going to be a penalty on Sachs.
It's got to be a personal foul.
And they're going to back him up. So the Sachs Wildcats shooting themselves in the foot here on this drive so far. What? Never mind, they are moving them forward. Now I don't know what is going on.
What is going
on?
I'm very confused.
So they didn't move him back. They're going to move him back to where he lost yards. This is exactly where they were at, actually, after they lost yards. So 3rd down and about 13 yards to go to that first down marker. We're going to see Coach Freeney's got a play drawn up to try to get this long first down.
And watch out for Young out of the pocket here.
So here we go, Young. He's looking to throw it, fires a strike, and he is met as soon as he catches it. Great defense there for Walter Welborn, and that is going to bring up 4th down for the Sachs Wildcats.
I would say this might be 4th down territory, but is it 4th down territory? Because really your defense has really just not been able to stop Walter Welborn here tonight.
I don't know if Coach Freeney, if he goes for this and doesn't get it, this is going to set Walter Welborn back up to where they were back.
Looks like they are.
If they do not get this, it's going to set Walter Welborn up like they was the last drive. Here's Young. He's looking to throw it. Young. He's got a man over across the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Falls out of the hands of Christian Smith. He was open.
He was open. I mean, Young hit him right in the hands.
Christian Smith's going to be kicking himself for that one because Young put it right in the numbers. Look at it, right in the numbers. And that was a first down.
And more, first down and more right there. And that's going to set Walter Welborn up with immaculate field position.
So now here we go. Noah Screws going to head back out on the field for the Walter Welborn offense, and they're set up right past the 50-yard line. And we're going to see what Coach Smith's going to got drawn up here as they're looking to take a big lead here late in the 3rd quarter for the Walter Welborn Panthers. Screws, he's under center with Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams cuts up the middle of the field. Jabari Williams with a big run, runs over the official. And Jabari Williams with a big run there on first down.
And I mean, I'll tell you what, I think we've seen a little bit of everything here tonight. We've seen a quarterback sneak go for 45 yards. We've seen all kind of things. And now the referee just gets hammered right there.
The official goes tumbling down. And you're right, Jackson. This is Halloween havoc as we are getting closer and closer to Halloween. Full moon that's out tonight and tomorrow, and we have seen it all here tonight at Jack Stewart Field. Screws, he's under center. Williams in the backfield. Give to Williams. He's going to give it right back to Bright. The play has worked all night long for Bright. There is a penalty down, I believe.
It could be holding.
It is indeed holding. It is indeed holding. But that play has worked all night for Bright, though, besides the fact that that's a holding penalty. And there's the hold right there. Right there is the holding penalty. That's going to back them up.
And that is a huge break right there for the Sachs Wildcats.
They need it. They need all the help they can get. So 2nd down for Walter Welborn.
It's going to be 2nd and very long here.
The way Walter Welborn's offense is moving, I don't know if 2nd down and 20 is very long because their offense is moving all the way down the field. Scratch that. It is 1st down, and it looks to be about 20 yards. So they've got 4 plays. 4 plays to get to that 1st down marker. They got a long ways to go. It's the first time we've seen this formation for Coach Jeff Smith, and it fooled the Sachs Wildcats defense as Jabari Williams is still on his feet, and he gets the yardage back on one play. Jabari Williams is all over the field tonight for Walter Welborn.
And he gets the 1st down and way more right there.
Applebee's red zone for Walter Welborn. Coach Jeff Smith points at him there because he knows what he's got in a tailback in Jabari Williams.
Just an absolute stud at tailback.
Let me tell you something, Jabari Williams is a sophomore. So he'll be back for not only next year, but he'll be back the next year. So Jabari Williams will be under Coach Jeff Smith for as long as Jeff Smith wants to keep coaching.
And I mean, the story's been these young guys on both these teams.
Absolutely, both of these teams are set up for the future. And this is going to be a handoff. I believe that's going to go to Caleb McCurry. McCurry bounces it out. He breaks a tackle, and McCurry gets him all the way down to about the 8-yard line.
And that's a very good run right there by McCurry.
I mean, you can look at this Walter Welborn team, and you've got your offensive line is very held down by 2 seniors, and Andrew Salter and Will Phillips. But besides that, Dozier Haynes Jr., Ethan Carroll Jr., Zach Presley, sophomore. I mean, these guys have just been all over the field tonight, and they're so young. Both of these teams are. Curry has checked in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback keeper for Screws, and that's the first time Screws has not got over 10 yards on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, it's insane. Usually when you think quarterback sneak, you think, 1 or 2 yards you're getting, but that's the first time he's actually not only got probably got about 3 or 4 right there.
Great play there for the Sachs Wildcats to hold him there. This is a big drive for Sachs. They do not want to let this game get so far out of hand you cannot come back, as Walter Welborn has made 2 crucial defensive stops and have scored on both of them so far here in the second half. Screws Williams checks back in. It's going to go to Ray Williams, and Ray Williams is going to go in the end zone with a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that penalty's for.
It might be holding once again. I could be wrong, though.
So going to be a holding on Walter Welborn is what it's looking like. So that's going to back him up. So that's going to back him up. We're going to look at it again, as it's tough to see there. But one of the linemen held. Ray Williams is going to back it up. And Walter Welborn is going to have to try to score twice.
Yeah, that's 2 holding penalties on this drive that's back Walter Welborn up. But in reality, it may not matter.
So 3rd down, they can still get a 1st down here. And the way Walter Welborn's offense has been moving, no first down is out of the picture because they're moving the ball very well. Screws, he's looking to throw it, and he's got a man. It's a good pass and a good catch and a touchdown. The Walter Welborn Panthers, Ethan Carroll has done it again. That's another touchdown for Carroll. And the Walter Welborn Panthers with another Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown. And the Wildcats, they've got to be feeling it. They've got to be feeling it. They have got to get their offense going.
And Ethan Carroll, he has 2 receptions tonight, and they've both been for touchdowns, and they've both been on the exact same play.
Classic Jeff Smith play. He's been running it for a long time, and it still works.
It really has been, and Jeff Smith's smiling on the sidelines right now.
So going for 2, going to give to Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams is going to be in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Jabari Williams once again gets a 2-point conversion. The Walter Welborn Panthers scoring once again, and the Sachs Wildcats have got to be ready to get their offense rolling again. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more. 54-34 on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States.
I want to introduce to you Oxford Lumber's 2023 All-American team.
Michael B., Power Tools.
Shaw, Outdoor Power Equipment.
Danny Jones, Store Manager.
Rich, Grills and Receiving.
My name is Derek Linkle, your steel technician here at Oxford Lumber.
David, Paint Department.
Welcome to City Girls!
when the ASAP Prevenger is near. Drugs run in fear.
Welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. Jackson, the Welborn Panthers have took a 20-point lead over the Sachs Wildcats, and this game was so close. To start the second half, Southern States Bank kickoff here for the Walter Welborn Panthers.
And I mean, that's just been the problem for Sachs this season, just not been able to carry that energy in the first half over to the second half.
Line drive kick from Trey Downs. It is going to roll right past the defender, and this ball could stop at about the 1 yard line, and it is indeed, and it's going to be muffed, and the Walter Welborn Panthers pick it up and score.
Just an unfortunate ending, just an unfortunate for Sachs right there.
And that, I believe, is Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams picked up that ball and scored. If we could get that on replay, that would be insane, because the Sachs Wildcats muffed it and it went right past him, and I was in the middle of saying it's going to roll all the way to the 1, and here it is again. It rolls and rolls and rolls all the way to like the 1, muffs it. Jabari Williams right there to get on it. Touchdown, Walter Welborn.
Just an unfortunate break right there for the Sachs Wildcats.
And there is a Sachs Wildcat down. The officials are discussing this, and I believe they're going to look to see if he touched this ball before it rolled over the goal line.
Oh, this would be huge.
If he touched this before it rolled over the goal line, it's going to be a touchdown, Walter Welborn. If it rolled over the goal line, then it's going to be a touchback. So we're going to see. I believe they're going to say it was a touchback.
But my question is, okay.
But Dorian Walker is down on the field. And let's look at it again, see if we can get that angle to see if it rolled over the goal line. And no, it did not.
It did not.
It's a
That's a
live ball. That's
football.
a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown, Walter Welborn. And we're going to see if that stands.
It's good to see Dorian Walker up and walking. I'm very confused here. Looks like their offense is coming out.
I believe they're going to call that a touchback.
Their offense is coming out.
That is.
Well.
That is.
Alrighty.
The power of instant replay, folks. And
shout out to all the camera folks.
And Jeff Smith has got to be getting a reason here, because that was 100% a Walter Welborn touchdown.
And be honest with you, Dawson, it wasn't close.
No, it wasn't. No, he was 3 yards away from the goal line when he touched the ball, at least.
And I'd like to see the replay before, like the first time that it rolled past. I think he might have touched it right there, to be honest with you.
But nonetheless, the Sachs Wildcats will get the ball back with a chance to stay in this ball game. And Jeff Smith is on the field trying to get a reason for this, because I'm sure on that end of the field he's seen the same thing we've seen.
And Jamoris Young's back in shotgun. He's trying to run a play. And Jeff Smith.
The play's going to stand. The play's going to stand regardless. So Jeff Smith's just wanting an answer.
But think about it.
And Jeff Smith, there it is right there. He is pointing that he touched the ball before it rolled over the goal line. And Jeff Smith's not happy. No, he's not. I wouldn't be happy either. And we're going to take one more look at it. Here, right there, right at about the 3 yard line. He touched that ball, and Jabari Williams jumped on it for a touchdown, Walter Welborn. And I seen where Dorian Walker got hurt. He got stepped on.
Ow. Well.
But anyways, here we go. This is going to be a handoff for the Sachs Wildcats. And there's a bunch of Walter Welborn defenders in the area, and that handoff to Juelz McClellan is going nowhere.
Well, the Sachs Wildcats catch a break right there.
They do. They do. So there's about 23 seconds to go here until the fourth quarter. Young, he's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to keep McClellan in the backfield. Young, he's looking to throw it. He's going to fire a strike, and it's going to be incomplete for Lawan Curry. And about 2 seconds to go here before the fourth quarter.
And just threw it a little bit behind him right there. But that's still a catchable ball right there.
Well, and I believe that's another thing with Jamorish Young. You know, he didn't really have to throw it that hard either. I mean, he was wide open. And you just let him a little bit too far, trying to lead him up the field, which is the right thing to do. Just, you know, he's right there, you know, just dump it to him, get a quick few extra yards, and keep moving. About 2 seconds to go before the fourth quarter. Young has got, looks to be McClellan in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Lawan Curry. Lawan Curry's going to try to cut this back inside, and he's going nowhere. The Walter Welborn defense all over that, and that's going to be the end of your third quarter. Hold the fours up. We have made it to the fourth quarter of action here on your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have fourth quarter action.
I want to introduce to you Oxford Lumber's 2023 All-American team.
Michael B., Power Tools.
Shaw, Outdoor Fire Equipment.
Danny Jones, Store Manager. Rich, Grills and Receiving.
My name is Derek Linkle, your steel technician here at Oxford Lumber.
David, Paint Department.
Greg Couch, Paint Department.
Come see our All-Americans at Oxford Lumber and let us get you what you need for your next building project.
Here at Crawford Office Supply, we have everything you've been looking for. From desks and chairs all the way down to janitorial, break room, and school supplies, we have it all. We even do printing, and we offer free delivery for businesses in Calhoun County. And great news, we're running a brand new deal on scratch and dent furniture. We're a local, family-owned business, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 4:30 and Friday from 8 to 3. So please, come and see us here at Crawford Office Supply so we can make all your office dreams come true.
Hello, my name is John Pirani, co-founder of Man Up Gadsden. It's that time of year again for Casting for Cancer. As you know, it's become one of the largest charity bass tournaments in the state of Alabama. But this year is going to be unique. We're offering free prostate cancer screening with a simple blood test for all men over age 40. So if you can't be there on Saturday, September 2nd at Coosa Landing as an angler, we'd love to have you as a spectator.
Well, if you've stuck with us this long, you've made it to the fourth quarter. WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank. 54-34, 20-point ball game here. The Sachs Wildcats got a fourth down situation here, backed up in their own territory. You got some young Wildcat cheerleaders out on the field. They will be there before they know it. So, fourth down, and I believe Dorian Walker's going to punt this ball away, as they do not want to give the ball back to this high-powered Woburn offense in their own territory again.
Got to be careful also not to punt it off the side of the foot.
As Walker's punt is not very good. It is going to go out of bounds at about the 45. It's better than the last one.
Yeah, it's better than I thought, because when it came off his foot, it looked like it was going to go about 2 yards.
So, Jackson, this game has about had it all. I mean, we have seen so much tonight in this ball game that it's almost hard to remember all the stuff we've seen here tonight. But nonetheless, the Walter Welborn Panthers offense still looks as powerful as they've been all year.
Tell you what, this is the last broadcast till Halloween, and it's been crazy. It's been a spooky night here.
So here's Noah Screws. He's had a very good game tonight at quarterback. You know, I believe he's 2 for 4 with 2 touchdowns passing. He's had a few good runs. But here we go. It's going to be a give to Ray Williams. Ray Williams is going to bounce. He is still on his feet. He is a bulldozer, and he's going to go all the way to about the, looks to be about the 31-yard line, and that's going to be close to a first down.
And Ray Williams is a huge running back.
And that's one thing Jeff Smith's always done. He's always played that running back by committee role. He's always had multiple tailbacks, and they all have so much talent.
He basically carried a guy on his back right there.
Screws under center. Williams and Williams in the backfield. And it's going to be a keeper for Screws. Screws going to bounce this out. He's going to have the first down. It's going to be a good run for Noah Screws on second down.
A very good run right there. A very good job blocking by this Walter Welborn offensive line.
Jeff Smith is probably not going to be in any hurry to get towards the end zone on this drive. He's probably going to take his time getting there.
And he could have run this clock a lot more, but he's really just not needed to.
No, not when your offense is scoring in single-digit plays. I mean, there's no way. Williams in the backfield, Screws under center. It's going to be a give to Bright. Bright bounces it back in, and Bright is still on his feet. He is still moving, and a good run there for Bright when he was met right close to the line of scrimmage, and a good run for Bright.
Tell you what, it makes my head hurt because I can't tell who has the football.
And they've ran that play so many times tonight. Just a give to Jabari Williams, and Jabari Williams gives it right back to Bright, and Bright takes it up the outside, and he's ran the ball fantastically tonight.
But the thing about it is, though, is they play it off so well.
Well, that's what Jeff Smith does. He designs his run plays so methodically, and you know, his son's the offensive coordinator, and he does a fantastic job. So here we go. Screws keeps it himself. He's going to bounce this outside. Screws stays on his feet. That's enough for a Walter Welborn first down.
And Jeff Smith's just trying to run this clock out as much as he can, I think.
City of Chaos, red zone, and yes, I mean, they're running just normal run plays there. That's two quarterback keepers on this drive for Screws, and Screws goes up the middle of the field, gets the first down. And that's what Jeff Smith's going to do here. Play going to be brought in by Brennan Talley. Scrooge going to be under center. Williams and Williams in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Ray Williams. Ray Williams is going to be met right out about the line of scrimmage. Sax Wildcats did a great job there containing Ray Williams.
That is the first time I've seen Ray Williams go down on first contact tonight.
As right there looked to be big number 69 Joseph Buggs for the Sax Wildcats. Big defensive lineman for Sax, and their defensive line is a big defensive line, and anchored down by Joseph Buggs, who was a key player to start this game, and he's done a great job tonight.
He really has. Just clogging up the run as much as he can.
It's going to be a give to Jabari Williams. Jabari Williams goes down. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and the Sax Wildcats jump on it. The Sax Wildcats get on it, and that's big number 69, Joseph Buggs, who comes up with the fumble. You speak it into existence.
Good for him.
And let's look at it again, and he just straight to the football. That is number 8 for the Wildcats. Goes right in, helmet to the football. Jabari Williams fumbles it.
And a very, very good recovery right there by big man. Put that ball up, big man. You deserve it.
Stays in to play offensive line on this play too. But let's see what Coach Freeney's got here with about 8:28 to go here in this ball game. Young, he's looking to throw it. Young's got a man and almost intercepted. Throws it up into traffic looking for number 10, Mikeese Gaffney, and it is incomplete.
I mean, he had him open right there, but he just kind of overthrew him.
And Welborn had a man get up in his face, and that jump right there made him have to move his arm up a little higher to try to make that pass, and he just led him a little too far.
I tell you what, number 76, Montgomery, for this Walter Welborn defense is a monster.
That's Jay Silas Montgomery. Jay Silas Montgomery, very big key part to this Welborn defensive front. And this is going to be a keeper for Young, and there's Jay Silas Montgomery, first man to meet him. We haven't mentioned his name much tonight, but he's doing his job.
And that's one of the key parts. Sometimes you don't see a D lineman make tackles and plays, but they're always doing something. They're clogging a hole up and just trying to let the good athletic guys go out and make a play.
And, you know, that's the thing about not mentioning their name. They're still doing their job as you're not talking about them. And Jay Silas Montgomery makes a big play there to make it 3rd down and long for the Sax Wildcats. Young, he's in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. Young, he's going to step up in the pocket. Got a good pocket. There's a penalty flag down. Pass is tipped and incomplete. I believe this is going to be on sacks. As coverage there by look to be number 5, Kyle Bright. And let's see what we're looking. And I think there it is right there. Joseph Budge for the hold there for the Sachs Wildcats.
And tell you what, that was a good pocket right there, though, for Young.
And he was looking for number 10, Mikey Gaffney, and just went in and out of his hands. That penalty is going to be declined, and it's going to be 4th down for the Sachs Wildcats. So let's see if Coach Freeney decides to go for this. 7 minutes and 39 seconds to go, and I believe he's not going to. I believe he's going to punt this away with Dorian Walker.
I tell you what, I think I might would have accepted that penalty. It'd have brought up 3rd and long, but the thing about it was that'd have backed them up to about their own goal line, and they've really just not been able to get a good punt off here tonight.
Dorian Walker's punt is high. This is one of his better ones he's had, but it is returnable by Caleb McCurry. Caleb McCurry is going to be gobbled up right around where he catches it at about the 45-yard line. So with about 7:27 to go, Coach Smith puts together a good drive, and the clock will be run out by the time he gets to the end zone.
Yeah, and I tell you what, though, that is very good special teams defense and coverage right there. And that's really been the key piece and the really highlight for this Sachs team tonight is their special teams play.
Their special teams and return game has been fantastic all night, but the only place where they've slipped up really has been their punting, and their punting has just not been good in the second half.
I'll tell you what, Dorian Walker does have a leg on him.
Yeah, he does. Some screws under center. Williams in the backfield. Is going to give it right back to Jabari Williams after the big fumble. Jabari Williams bounces this outside. Jabari Williams has got some space, and Williams gets maybe about 5 yards on that play unless he stepped out of bounds before then. We'll look at it again.
And he ran to a wall, and he just bounces it, tries to get it outside.
Yes, Jabari Williams, yeah, about 5 yards. Jabari Williams with a big run. First down as Coach Smith's trying to just eat this clock.
I think Coach Jeff Smith's going to try to run the clock out as much as he can.
Screws. He's going to give this off. That's going to be McCurry. McCurry's got some space. McCurry bounces it inside to the 40, to the 30. McCurry's still on his feet, down at about the 20-yard line.
A very good run right there. He cuts it up. He cuts it back upfield and just picks up another probably 20 extra yards right there. Watch this cut.
And, you know, Kevin McCurry's just a cherry on top for this offense. You know, with a guy that gets in there when he can. He returns the kicks for Walter Welborn, but he's ran the ball effectively tonight too.
He really has. He's just been a workhorse for this Walter Welborn offense.
City of Chaos red zone for the Walter Welborn Panthers. They've been in it a lot tonight.
Really, they haven't been in there a lot because they've just been scoring on these long touchdowns.
Oh, well, yeah, you're correct there. That's going to be a give off to Williams. Ray Williams with a good run on first down.
I mean, I can't say enough about Ray Williams. He's just pounding his defense, and he's just, I mean, like, I think it's going to take 2 or 3 guys to get him down.
So Coach Smith just taking his time here. We're working our way under 5 minutes and 45 seconds. There's Coach Jeff Smith on the sidelines as he has got to be pleased with how his offense has played, but his defense tonight would just, in the second half, you can tell he made adjustments. This is going to be a give to Kyle Bright. Bright is going all the way upfield, and Kyle Bright's going to be right in the end zone for another Walter Welborn Panther touchdown.
Now Walter Welborn's running away with this game here. And Kyle Bright, I mean, this backfield is insanity for Walter Welborn.
They're loaded.
They are. I mean, they really are. There's no other way to put this. They got 3 or 4 guys that just go back there and fast, physical, big, and can just take it in the end zone at any time.
Team 1 Chevrolet touchdown for the Walter Welborn Panthers. Make this score 60-34, pending the 2-point conversion. They've been very successful on it tonight. Jabari Williams, he's looking to bounce this out, and Jabari Williams is in, 62-34. 5 minutes and 24 seconds to go here in this ball game as Walter Welborn has took a commanding lead over the Sachs Wildcats here in the second half, Jackson.
They really have, and I mean, the Sachs Wildcats just really has not been able to get anything going here in the second half.
So So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week presented by Southern States Bank.
Come see the wonder that is the Festival of Lights, proudly sponsored by First Bank of Alabama. Chocolaco Park is filled with over 1 million lights and twinkling displays of all the Christmas favorites. You can park and enter Santa's Village, where there is an outdoor skating rink, inflatables for the kids, food trucks, and have your photo made with Santa. Get your tickets now at oxfordlights.com.
The Coosa Valley, on the banks of the Coosa River in Gadsden, Alabama. Fishing, boating, and paddling, and home to Team One Chevrolet. Team One Chevy has been serving generations for years. Even the grandkids are grown. Come by and see why so many people come back to Team One Chevy in Gadsden.
Home of the best people, the best service, period.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
And welcome back into your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week by Southern States Bank. WEAC TV24 sign here at Jack Stewart Field here in Sachs, Alabama. Jackson, the Sachs Wildcats were there. They were right there. It was a 3-point game at halftime.
Yeah, they were in the lead.
Yeah. They took the lead. They took the lead, 34-30.
They get the ball coming out of halftime. 2 plays, score a touchdown, take the lead, 34-30.
Southern States Bank kickoff. Trey Downs going to try to kick this off here. And the Sachs Wildcats, unless a miracle happens, the Sachs Wildcats will fall here tonight to Walter Weber, but they do get a struggling Talladega team next week. And Coach Freeney looking for that first win. Like I said, there's still 5 minutes, 21 seconds to go. Anything can happen by the way this game's been going.
Yeah,
it's been the craziest game all year. Sachs can score 6 touchdowns right here and take a big lead. Nobody knows. But at the end of the day, Coach Jeff Smith's got his guys firing on all cylinders here in the second half. You know, they made some adjustments at halftime to really slow down this Sachs offense. That's what they've done. They've slowed them down.
They slowed them down a ton compared to this first half as well.
And there's going to be a call on the field. It's going to be on Walter Wilburn, so that's going to give Sachs some free yards.
Free yards are the best yards.
You can say that louder for the ones in the back because that is true. So 5-yard penalty on Walter Wilburn. And that'll give Sachs some more yards to work with here with 5 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in this ball game. Morris Young. Looks like McClellan is in the backfield. He is. Young gives it to McClellan. McClellan bounces it out. McClellan tries to cut back in, and he's going nowhere. It's a good stop on the play there by number 22, Ethan Carroll.
And this Walter Weber defense has swarmed the football here in the second half.
They really closed the gap. You've seen Trey Downs was right there to cover Young if Young kept it, and he comes in and helps Carroll fill the tackle.
He really has. I mean, those guys are so versatile on this defensive line, Walter Weber.
So Young and McClellan, or scratch that, Dorian Walker is in the backfield. Young is looking to throw it. Fires a strike, it's tipped up in the air, and it's picked off by Trey Downs. The defensive end for Walter Wilburn gets an interception off the tip pass, and Walter Wilburn gets the ball right back.
I think number 76, Montgomery, with the big man, was the one to tip it up in the air. Did they wrong?
Let's look at it again. As I believe, I don't really know who tipped that off. That may have been Carroll coming off the edge who tipped that pass. I'm not sure who it was, but at the end of the day, Trey Downs gets him an interception. Something he's not used to being a defensive end, but gets a big interception.
And the only thing that matters is Walter Wellborn got the ball.
So I believe Coach Smith is sending in his, I believe Screws Knott is done. And Walter Wellborn's going to get a few guys in here late in the ball game. They're going to call timeout on the field. So I believe Coach Smith is going to talk this over with the second string guys, try to get play settled in, start working on some stuff. You never know when you're going to need somebody. You know what they say, next man up. So if you're Coach Freeney, what is there to take from this game, Jackson?
Well, in my opinion, one thing that you can take is you got a young team. Your team is extremely, extremely young. I mean, just your starting quarterback is a ninth grader, and he's played phenomenal, especially in that first half. And I mean, you got some running backs, some guys that are sophomores. You got some guys that are freshmen playing running back. I mean, this Sacs team next year is going to be something to watch.
Yeah, and looking at this Sacs roster, Dorian Walker's a senior, Christian Smith's a senior, Marquise Gaffney's a senior, and besides that, I mean, those are the key guys tonight that's really made an impact. And they have just said Joseph Buggs, defensive lineman's a junior, so Sacs is going to be there here in years to come. As there's a good handoff there for Walter Wellborn for about 5 yards on first down.
A very good handoff right there as well.
That was just a quick little handoff there. It looked to be to number 3, Maurice Traylor.
And you see Walter Wellborn, they're getting their younger guys in, trying to get them some in-game reps. There's nothing like in-game reps.
So when this is going to be a keeper for what looks to be number 14 for Walter Wellborn, David Amberson with a good run there on second down to bring up third down and short.
A very good run right there, bringing up third and short. And this will be huge. I mean, you got some of your young guys in there, but they're making plays. They're running the offense exactly how Cruz was running it.
Amberson just runs in and lowers his shoulder there, looking to take the hit. And that was a good run there for him as well.
And he's a freshman. This could be the future of Walter Wellborn in here right now.
Amberson's under center, and he's going to give it off to his fullback. Just a quick little game for the first down.
A very, very good play call right there as well.
There's just a fullback give. There's it looked to be the number 12, John Talley, on the carry. So Amberson's going to line up under center. We're working our way under 3 minutes. Going to give to Traylor. Traylor's got some speed. Traylor bounces it out, and Traylor's going to get brought down there after a short gain.
And Traylor, though, these kids are ninth graders. They're running extremely hard.
As Traylor comes off, there's another good handoff there. It's Walter Wellborn, like we said, is getting some of these young guys in. Try to work on there because, like you said, you never know when somebody could go down, and you got to have some guys to back them up.
And the main thing here is in-game reps. I know I just said it, but in-game reps is exactly what these younger guys need.
Here's Amberson under center. He's going to give it off. A quick handoff for Walter Wellborn, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards. City of Chaos red zone for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. As Walter Wellborn's just trying to chew this clock down.
Trying to chew it down as much as they can. 1 minute and 50 left, and I mean, Sacs may not get this football back.
That's what Jeff Smith does when he gets a big lead. Puts in some of these younger guys and just runs, and that's what he does all the time. I've seen it for many years, and this is a good carry there for Walter Wellborn to get him down to about, looks to be about the 5-yard line, as Walter Wellborn's looking to score here with 1 minute and 30. Working our way under a minute 20. Amberson's going to be under center. And wing T. It's going to be a direct give. He's going to bounce it out. He's going to lower his shoulder. A good tackle there by Sachs to limit him to maybe a 1-yard gain. And I don't know if Jeff Smith decides to get in the end zone. They may just go ahead and take a knee.
They might. I think that might be, well, I would say a smart choice, but the thing about it is, I mean, you got to understand, these young guys, they may want a touchdown here.
Yeah, about 45 seconds to go. I believe they're probably going to just take a knee here. Amberson is going to line up in the quarterback's favorite play. He's going to take a knee. And Amberson is going to take a knee, and that's going to do it, I believe, here at Jack Stewart Field here in Sachs, Alabama. The Walter Wellborn Panthers, big win over the Sachs Wildcats, 62-34. Jeff Smith gets another big win to his career, and Coach Alfonso Freeney was right there. Just could not put it together in the second half.
Just really couldn't. And Jeff Smith was 101th win at Wellborn.
So Jeff Smith with a big win here. We're going to have an interview with him here in just a moment. And Jackson, like we said, Freeney was there. He had it second half, started off strong, took the lead. Just had a few things not go their way. And at the end of the day, this team looks better than what they did in week 1.
Oh, they definitely did. And with Freeney, I mean, you can tell his team's going in the right direction as well.
We're going to be looking to get an interview with Coach Jeff Smith here in just a moment to talk about his big win and how his guys played the second half, because he's got to be ecstatic about how they played in the second half. Now, defense in the first half was not there, but they made adjustments, and that's what good teams do. They make adjustments, and that's what they've done here tonight.
And this defense in the second half was immaculate. I mean, they were all over the football, inside, outside, up the middle, to the sides, containing the edge, containing the middle. They were just all over the football. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Jeff Smith. I'll tell you what, Jeff Smith, I like his drip he's got going on. I like the drip. He's got on some khaki shorts. He's got on the tennis shoes. I like it.
As Coach Smith's been rocking that for a long time. I had the pleasure to call Walter Wellborn football, he has wore the same thing. So Walter Wellborn with a huge win over the Sachs Wildcats tonight. Like we said, Coach Alfonso Freeney was right there and just fell just short of tonight's win. And we are getting ready for that interview with head coach Jeff Smith. As Jeff Smith is down on the field, and we're going to send it down to the field with an interview with Jeff Smith.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Jeff Smith with the Wellborn Panthers. Tell me how you're feeling now.
Well, I mean, I thought we came out the second half and played a lot better. We still got some mistakes that we've got to clean up. And, you know, luckily we got another week with a non-region game that we can get in there and do that. And, you know, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here. We're going to enjoy the victory. But there's mistakes to be made, and we're going to go fix them this week.
Well, how about, I know number 7, Caleb McMurray, there was a second touchdown, I couldn't see the number, but number 22, touchdown, Ethan Carroll. Number 5, touchdown, Kyle Bright. Number 80, interception, Trey Downs. They look good out there.
Well, I thought Ethan had a great game, and I thought Kyle Bright played a really good game, and of course Jabari did. But, you know, our offensive line opens up a lot of holes for them, so real proud of them. I thought offensively, I thought we played well. You know, defensively, there was just some mistakes that we made, and we can go in here and look at the tape and fix it.
Well, wonderful. We thank you for taking the time with us, and good luck with your next game next week.
Well, we appreciate all the coverage. Thank you a lot.
Thank you. We're going to throw it back to you guys in studio.
And Coach Jeff Smith, you heard it from him. He said that they still got some mistakes to clean up, but I believe they've got a good setup going here at Walter Wellborn, and Walter Wellborn's always been a team that's been very physical and had a very good run game, and that's what we saw in the second half.
And also another thing I noticed in the background of that interview, number 4, C.J. Hubbard, he's on crutches back there, and that's one of their key guys, especially as we're leaning towards the playoffs a little bit more.
Yeah, C.J. Hubbard's been big for them all year long, as he was another guy that was toting the handoff, which opened up spots for a lot of these guys that we've probably seen tonight that we didn't know about. And he has been very, very good for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. Pray that he gets better and hopefully can make it back if the Wellborn Panthers can make a run here in the playoffs, as Jack Stewart Field is starting to clear out here in just a moment, and Coach Freeney is going to talk to his guys. And Coach Freeney's got to be telling his guys, and I believe Shasta's got us an interview now with Jabari Williams, star tailback for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. And we're going to throw it to her with Jabari Williams.
So I've got Jabari here, number 6 for the Wellborn Panthers. Tell me how it felt for you out there tonight, Jabari.
I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie, I was real scared, but I'm happy with the outcome, and my teammates brought as best they could, and I think we had a good game overall.
And you had some touchdowns out there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you ran like crazy.
I had to. They big and they fast. And
it was a very good game.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, anything else you want to say to your fans out there tonight?
I love y'all, and keep coming out to support, and we gonna always put on the show.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, and have a great ride home tonight.
You too. Stay safe.
All right, thanks. We're gonna throw it back to you guys in the studio.
Humble kid, Jabari Williams. You heard it there, and been a very, very good night of football. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back in just a moment with your WEAC TV24 Game of the Week, presented by Southern States Bank.
Located in Alexandria, Alabama, Ron's Barbecue is now back open 10 to 8 Wednesday through Sunday. A local family-owned and operated business, Ron's is providing slow-smoked ribs, barbecue chicken, and more. Known for the huge buffalo chicken tenders and the delicious smash burger, Ron's is perfect for the family night out or a lunchtime meeting. Come on out and try Calhoun County's newest local barbecue restaurant.
Hi, welcome to Classic 13. How can I help you? I was thinking about getting a tattoo. Do I need to make an appointment? No, we take walk-ins every day. Let's find someone to help you. Follow me. Okay, if you'll have a seat right here. Thank you.
Come down to Classic 13, where good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos ain't good.
The weather is warming up and spring is just around the corner at Miller Sand and Landscape Supply. I'm Craig Miller, and we've got something for everyone. From bulk materials like sand, gravel, and mulch to beautiful outdoor decor to make your outdoor living space the envy of the neighborhood. See our beautiful selection of Mazzarelli fountains, flowers to brighten your garden, and an outdoor center loaded with beautiful decor. Whether you need a little or a lot, visit Miller Sand and Landscape Supply.
Welcome back in Jack Stewart Field here in Saxe, Alabama, as the Walter Wellborn Panthers with a big win over the Saxe Wildcats. Very close ball game at halftime, but at the end of the day, Jeff Smith's Walter Wellborn Panthers prevail at the end of the day, as we've got some highlights for you of tonight's ball game. If you missed it and you're just now joining in, here's some highlights. Jabari Williams with a big run here for the Walter Wellborn Panthers. He had a big night for Walter Wellborn tonight. And Saxe really came to play as McClellan with a big run. This is the second play of the ball game for Saxe. Big run to tie the ball game up. Actually, they missed a two-point conversion attempt to tie the ball game up. And a big, big ball game there. Kyle Bright, another guy who is a two-headed, they've got a four-headed monster backfield for Walter Wellborn.
I can't wait to see the quarterback sneak.
And we know that play was the highlight of the night, as Noah Screws with a big, big run there. But Jabari Williams, we're going to keep seeing highlights of this kid because he is good. We're going to see highlights of him next year and the next year. As you see, Jamorris Young hands it off to Dorian Walker. Dorian Walker had a big night for the Saxe Wildcats as well. He was running around with authority and doing it all.
He really was absolute stud.
As there it is, the quarterback sneak there for Noah Screws. Takes it 45 yards to the house for Walter Welborn, the longest quarterback sneak I've ever seen.
Really, it really is, and that's probably the longest I'll ever see.
As Jamorius Young with a big pass and catch there. As this really set up the Sachs Wildcats there. It was a good play, and it kept them in this ball game late. We all thought it was a fumble, was not. And the Walter Welborn Panthers. There's a pass to Screws over the middle there, and that guy right there also had a big game for the Walter Welborn Panthers, Ethan Carroll.
2 receptions, 2 touchdowns.
And Dorian Walker again finds his way into the end zone for a big touchdown. Like we said, Sachs was in this game. They were right there.
They were ahead.
As there's another good handoff there for Walter Welborn. Here it is again. Williams all the way down the field tonight, and he broke so many tackles. He took this one all the way to the house. He had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, an absolute stud for Walter Welborn.
And here's Kyle Bright, another guy, 2-point conversion attempt for Walter Welborn. And here's another pass to Carroll. Carroll was open every time on that play. They ran that same play, 2 touchdowns. As here's another handoff, another 2-point conversion attempt for Williams. He had 2 of those tonight, I believe, as well. And here was the play that we were talking about for so long. That could have made the score a lot worse, because that indeed was a touchdown for Walter Welborn.
And that was Williams again.
Yep, and then there's another give to Bright. Bright, once again, another touchdown for Walter Welborn. And here's the last highlight of tonight's game. Jamorius Young tipped up in the air and caught by Trey Downs. Big man gets an interception. And that's what sealed it for Walter Welborn tonight as the Sachs Wildcats fall to the Walter Welborn Panthers. We want to thank you all for watching tonight's WEAC TV24 Game of the Week. From Dawson Strickland, Jackson New, we want to thank you all for watching. Tune in next week. Got a big game next week. The Oxford Yellow Jackets and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful night. Have a safe and happy Halloween. Y'all tune in next week. God bless. We'll see y'all next time.
Hi, I'm Cameron Minton with Minton Home Center. Minton Home Center has been in business for over 40 years. We are a true turnkey dealership. We can help you meet your needs from financing with 0 down, selecting the right home for your family, and help with your land purchase. We have a full development crew that will complete all of your land preparation. We will make your home purchase experience fun and easy.
Providing quality in-home care. We help our patients with light housekeeping, planning meals, bathing, grooming. We offer companionship, reminders of medication, transportation, and errands. Please call us. Let our family take care of yours. Call Caring Hands at 256-281-3100.
Second Chance, serving Calhoun, Cleburne, Etowah, and Talladega counties. Second Chance provides safe shelter and supportive services for domestic and dating violence victims and offers educational outreach to residents of the communities served, empowering victims in their recovery and the public towards intervention in these crimes. If you or someone you know is in an abusive relationship, please have them call and see if we can help. Thank you.
Since 2002, Advantage Tire and Alignment has been the place to call when your car won't go. They specialize in new